be in the same way. Narrow, Stenos, to be in the same narrow way. Thank you for the Theolobo, to be pushed from both sides. The Theolobos, the pinching, so we'll fit through that straight gate. If we're not pushed, hated by our friends and our family, that are supposed, brothers and sisters, are not our, and Christ are not probably going to be, may probably be nobody from your blood relatives. Probably all relatives are vipers. So, Hodos, we must do what he did. He was on the narrow, again, the way to be narrowed is to be pushed. That is the word stenos, 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 and hodos, 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 to be in the narrow way. So we have to know what the Messiah did when he was here, and what he did, and what his purpose was to to do what he did. He said, follow after me daily, right? My disciples, conform to what I did. Conform. That's the same thing. Hodos, to be in the same way, to be narrowed. Again, that is to be pushed from both sides so that you'll enter through the straight gate. Like his flock is a teeny tiny flock. Most people go to hell because they're on the broad way. You got to enter through the straight gate. And the only way to start out broad and to be narrowed, so you'll enter through the straight Theolobos, to be pinched. Not in the sky. The Most High is not in the sky. That's not what people like to worship, stars and stripes. They don't earn their stripes. They're not soldiers. They don't remember guard. He said, if you love me, you won't let anybody change. So we guard his commandments. We guard. So we make sure that we mother with Father's words, and we don't change Father's words, because that's our family. His Father, our mother, is our brothers and sisters. That is the feminine, that is the body, and that's not, Father is not feminine. Father is Hokodesh. Father is Father. Mother is the one who mothers you with Father's words. So that is your brothers and sisters that are in the narrow way. That's what the word says. So all glory to the Creator, to the righteous, the one that's sovereign, the one that doesn't sin because he doesn't have flesh. So Father doesn't have flesh. Father is the word. Father is knowledge, undefiled by man. Man likes to pervert Father's word. So everybody knows a bunch of perverts. That's the first people he deals with when he comes back, is the perverts. The people who pervert his word, not people who can't keep their hands off children. He'll deal with them too. But the very worst thing you ever do is add to his word. A single jot, a single tittle, a yod, a thought. He divorced his bride for exactly that, idolatry. Making up their own agape. Remember? That was the agape, that was all spoken, the agape, into existence. Remember, like he birthed the flesh vessel because he didn't have flesh. He is ghost. Father's ghost, not Casper the friendly Jesus. I'm supposed to be friends with the world. Remember, if you're loved by the world, you be hated. He said, by my Father. So most people are bad apples, and most people are nice, which means they're actors, act like they know what they're talking about, but they're actually idiots, and they're stupid. That's what nice means, to be stupid. So everybody's an actor. Everybody knows an actor. They're putting on a front, like everything's Team America awesome. It's not. The New Year's doesn't start in the middle of the winter. We're not supposed to celebrate birth. Not supposed to teach our children to celebrate birth, let alone lie to them about some fat guy coming down the chimney. That wait, hold on, he's squeaking under the crack of the door. Yeah, whatever. Crackhead. Teach that to your children. It killed my dad, so I've always been a Scrooge. So Christmas killed my dad. That's what you get for being a pagan, huh? But Father, his day of death was written from the foundation of the world, so I don't have anything to do. My dad is not my father, so I don't think like the world. Remember, the world wants you to love it and be famous and Hollywood stars and stripes. Remember, all this doesn't have anything to do with what we're here to do. So you have to build a boat. You got to build a boat. So everybody has something, the ark, like where Noah, right? He said it'd be as in the days of Noah and he returned. So people be sleeping on the job. That's right. Said the enemy came and sowed seeds, broadcast. That means to sow seeds while you were sleeping. So you're watching the wrong broadcast, weren't you? Watching the always broadcasting crap, the ABC. How about the MSLSD? How about the faux or the Fox News, right? MSLSD. What are you on? Yeah, I know. Some other box, Cabra, unfold a box, you get a cross, right? You never knew. They thought you come across this station, did you? Huh? Broadcast. All glory to the Lamb. I don't have anything to do with it. He makes me do what I do. Yep, they're Nephilim. They're bullies. They push their bull worship, Bell worship, like the Baal room. They already tore off the White House at the Bell room. Look at that, the Bell room. I want to go to the bell. Ring my bell, ring my bell. So they already tore off the White House. What if Donald warp speed, something happened to the guy, like the Simpsons, right, and he ended up in a casket? See, the destruction of America has already started, but people don't even see that. The president literally ripped the freaking building off. Remember? Bombed a country that's never bombed us. He's not the president. He's the selected pretended, remember? So there's no election. It's already pre-selected. Remember, like Progonosco, have foreknowledge of, they already knew. I told you guys about all this Truth Viral Television. How about that? Stick that one in your record books. Did you ever watch Truth Viral Television? Well, you would have known. How about America Ever After? That's the channel I put out, America Ever After, 13 years ago, is right where we're at right now. This is America Ever After. Welcome to America Ever After. You made it. Yep. Whoa. Remember? The birth, is when you marry, well, one to another. That normally something pops up when you marry one to another. When you lie, that's a marriage. So you ever marry two ketchup containers together? It means you're adding. So don't marry truth to a lie. Yep, they always do that. The imagery of the bell worship is sun worship. Visa MasterCard. The Pisces, the birth. Like I said, we already entered into the apocalypse. We're already in apocalypse. I am the apocalypse, remember? I am Revelation. I am. So I continue the apocalypse every day. Daily apocalypse, daily revelation. So that's what you're going to have if you come in here. It's all glory to Shiloh, is the one who lifts the scales of the eyes of the bride. Lifting. The final trump, they'll be lifted, remember? Yeah, not into the sky. So yep, that's what it is. Idols, those are idols. You're supposed to be worried not what they say about you when you're here, right? It's what they say after you're gone that matters. So did you piss the whole world off? Do they want to hang you from a tree and put holes in you and stripe you and put a crown of thorns on you? And like I said, hang you from a tree. How about stab you? They want to stab you? Anybody want to stab you, put holes in you? Then you're not going to the wedding. You're not, unless they want to hang you from a tree. He said, follow after me. So does anybody want to hang you from a tree? Put holes in you? imprison you, throw you in a jail cell. They threw the Messiah in jail because he didn't follow their fake bull crap laws, their Nephilim bully Walmart laws. They changed the law. So it's not even that hard, but people just don't even, they don't make any sense like America. Get it? America makes no sense. So that's okay. Remember, this channel is 100% food motivated. If you're not growing food, you need to get off this, unsubscribe. I'll take your wrench from you. You can number 10 sock it and get lost. If you're not trying to grow any food, you got to only share, meat and hair, but you got to grow food to be a part of this ministry and kick rocks. Get away from me. You're a savage. You're going to have the cup of wrath's going to be poured out. We know what's wrong with the world. Nobody grows food anymore. 1% of America, less than 1%. During the Second World War, now we're in the third, less than 1% during the second, remember? They didn't call the first, the first until the second, not the World War. There's no World War. It's the first, second. They called it the Great, and then the second. Now we're in the third. 23 ritual they like to do. Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't partake in these unfruitful works of darkness, brothers and sisters. You don't grow any food. You can unsubscribe from this ministry. Don't you come back here until you're growing food. I don't want you here. I don't want your subscription. I don't want anything to do with you. You are the problem in the world right now. I'm more talking to these lame ass Americans. These people act like they know what to talk about. A bunch of actors, a bunch of Casper the Friendly Ghosts. They're not doing anything. So, like I said, what happened to the other 39%? If that 39% grew food right now, they wouldn't be able to offer the goy slop and the wax, whatever, bug sprayed food at the stores that don't even have a hammer, dent, no ping, no nothing, no, they're all the same size, the same shape. My grandma had that, my Nana, on the little cornucopia basket over there, that fake plastic fruit and vegetables. That's exactly what you eat now, pretty much. Void of nutrition, grown in fluoridated water, chloride. It's frankenfood. It's genetically modified with chemicals. That's why they wear chemical suits when they grow it instead of coveralls, because you're an idiot. And you just keep doing the goy slop. So I hate the sin you commit every day by not even trying. A man could go into the woods, he or she, 2 to 3 generations ago, and feed themselves without a Walmart or Piggly Wiggly or a drive-through convenience, whatever sells for you. Sex is the number one seller, the insinuation of. So not actual, never mind. Like I said, you guys are lost. I don't know anybody. Like I said, nobody grows food. Nobody grows food. Not in America. I'm not speaking to most people outside America. Remember, Pakistan, half their income goes to food, but I'm talking to these disgusting, filthy slime ball Americans that consume 40% of the resources decade after decade as 3% of the populace. So they don't make it hard for you to do, right? Yes, they do. Of course they do. So get out of the system. Start small. Buy a water filter. Buy a charger controller. Get a wind turbine. That's about the size of a vacuum box. So you can do it. You can do it, man. Not Nike. This guy don't have a clue. He don't have no answers. No, don't grow your own food. Don't make your own power. Don't have wind. Don't have solar. Don't have butt nuggets, right? Don't grow any golden butt nuggets. Don't water glass eggs. God forbid you know how to can something. God forbid you have a wood stove. Oh, man, I got no answers. No, I don't live on 40 acres of property where my nearest neighbor's a mile and then 5 acres. That fan right there don't even run. People aren't a fan of you. They're slam. Remember, I'm crushing you. Remember, ashes under your feet? Yeah, you got burnt and crushed, didn't you? Remember, the dead will raise from the ashes and the dust? Yeah, you got slammed, didn't you? Home run. I knocked it out of the park, remember? No, I don't live near any parks. Get away from me. I live where I don't have any neighbors. Get away from me, child. This is an adult stream. You don't grow any food. I guarantee you, couldn't fight your way out of a paper bag, let alone out of a city. That's where you're going to be stuck at. See that fan right there? It don't take any power. Woo! Idiot. Freaking people are so lost. That's why I don't want to live around nobody. I don't like none of you people in this world that do this nonsense like America. It's American. Didn't you hear what I said? That's how you talk to your father. Tell me what father is, you idiot. Slam, you don't know anything. Tell me who your father is, because it's not your dad. So tell me who your father is. Yep, your mother's not your mom. So tell me who your mother and your father is. Let's see if you know your ass from a hole in the ground. An ass like somebody's got Velcro stuck. Pew, that stinks. Sunday, one day, fun day, Jesus. Little Casper, the friendly Jesus. Yeah, you got crushed, didn't you? Don't make any power. You have no power. Nothing. Rolling brown ass. Oh, the power's off. You don't even make power. You're powerless. You don't grow food. You don't even produce fruit. You're a bad apple. So go ahead one more time so you get tossed out of here. Go toss yourself. You know, pull on your own chain, hub somewhere else. So a Temu. I don't shop on Temu. You're an idiot. See, you'll see that I've never ordered anything off Temu. This is a freaking, get this idiot out of here. I asked him a question he couldn't answer. This is what you need to be concerned about, brothers, sisters, is people who just don't do anything but play games all day. Life is just a big game to them. You sank my battleship. Oh, is this the Strait of Hormuz, the Gulf of Persia? Get away from here. Remember the leopard? Yeah, go ahead and jump out of here, you little Cheeto, cheese puff, whatever you sporting your bad man and chief or whatever, commander. So you're an idiot. Get away from me. Nobody orders in Temu, you idiot. So you're gone. You're out of here. This is what people try to do. Go on the internet and try to actually, dude, I crush any one of you come in here, try to say anything against this ministry. Go ahead, bring it. Bring your best insult. Bring everything you got. Go ahead, spit, you viper. You'll get crushed in this ministry. You don't make power. You don't grow food. You are the problem with the world. Especially America is the worst, the very worst of the worst. Only 1% grow food. That's what's problem. That's how you've taken over. You have no sovereignty. Well, that means there's only Father's sovereign, but you don't even grow food. You could, but you don't even try. You think you got to chase a box on a little piece of land? How about having a big old piece of land and living in a little box and have a bunch of them? You know, how many places? There's 10 people could live on this property right now easily, comfortably. More than that, and not be stepping on top of each other. Yeah, how many people could you? We could build a lot more. We got a lot more property than that. You know, I got another one up the road too. What are you doing to try to help somebody else? Oh, no, I'm going to go on YouTube and just act like a bumbling idiot. You know, I was there when I was young, sit there and be stupid and interrupt the chat and just tacos and all kinds of stuff. But shut up. Get out of here. You don't grow food right now. You are the problem. That is the problem with society. I figured it out. I don't have the answers to everything, but I know what the problem is. Nobody's growing food in America. If you just grew food, imagine how different the food would be. The prices at the grocery store. Lend me some sugar. I am your neighbor. Go ahead, put it right there. You know, I don't eat sugar. Get away from me. People don't even know their neighbor. They live so close to their neighbor, they can fart and smell it. They're banging the old lady over there. She's screaming no. She really means yes. Somebody thought they saw a weapon. Now you're getting SWAT rated because you live in a city. Good job. Good job there, Babylonite. So go ahead and speak up. Tell me why your city. Father hates cities. Father hates pride. Father, I got to keep up with the Joneses, one above another. Yeah, there you go. Father hates towers. He hates idols. He hates anybody who even perverts even adding a period. No, not on your moon. You're not that you're bleeding. No, he hates a jot. Remember, 90 you can't add or take away. That's marry. Remember, like you marry two ketchup bottles together, truth to a lie. So you can't do it. Father hates that. So, oh man, what are we talking about here? Uh-oh. Do you cream soda or drink cream pop? Do you drink soda tarts or pop tarts? You eat popcorn or soda corn? What's up with you? Brain went pop. Yeah, pop. You want to get hit in the face or you want to get, remember, pop. No, just kidding. Cream soda or cream pop. Do you like that one? You put your bag, your groceries in a bag or a sack. Words mean everything in here, so you know. So bring your best insult. Go ahead. I'll put the word on you. Father fights all my battles, so you won't win. Remember? You losing a battle, like although in the days I may have lost one, who the hell am I being? I ain't been outdone. All right, never mind. That's Father that does it. He's greater. So give all glory to Shiloh. Yeah. There for a minute, you wish you could. You thought you knew. You better recognize. Talking out the side of your neck. You better represent. I'm going to insult you. As curious, happy for your faith for sure. No, that's all right. I don't care who insults me. People, that's whatever. We just have trolls come in, so we troll the trolls in here. That's what he said, to be fishers of men, right? Then cast them out. Give a man fish and a fishing pole, and then tell him to kick rocks, he or she, remember, because we're equally coveted. So this ain't some nice Sex Pistol, Cracker, Easy, Jeezy, whatever. You're Casper the Friendly Jesus. So you're not supposed to make friends with the world. I can walk in a room and not even say a word, and I piss the whole room off. Father does it. All glory to the Shiloh. That's it. That's right. The Redeemer, the one who paid the bride price. We are his purchased possession. You're not supposed to be about dirt, possessions, heathenism, things of the dirt. Doesn't want you to love the dirt. He wants you to love heaven, knowledge. There you go. It's right in front of your face, like your nose, but you don't see it. It's right there, just by the land of milk and honey. Oh. And there you go. Buzz, 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 huh? Your hive mind mentality. Get in your little cage. Little worker bee. Did you get stung by the spelling bee, huh? Don't even drive a stick shift anymore. Most Americans can't even drive a manual transmission, right? Manual, like manual labor. Get it? Maranatha. So, all right. Nobody's got anything for me here. I appreciate you guys' time. I'm not going to allow anything in here that's not food-based. If you're not producing clean fruit, you're not talking about food, or you're not talking about preparing leaf. And if you're not growing anything, I'm asking you to unsubscribe to this ministry. I'd really like to narrow. I wish we go back to about 200 people. I don't care to have numbers. Most people don't come in here and produce any fruit. Some of you do, but you got to stay. You want to be a part of the ministry, you got to start growing food on your own and producing fruit here. You got to be doing it. Now, I can't tell you whether you're growing food or not, but if you are, kick rocks. No, hey, don't remember sinking sand. Remember? Oh, wait. Planting seeds, the parable in the book of Matthew. Remember, he talked about sowing seeds. You reap what you sow, rocky ground, fertile ground. You're going to have to keep up in here. I'm not one of these little, I don't know what these people are doing, standing in boxes like squares, telling people hung from crosses. Nobody hung from a cross. You might come across something that you never heard in your life. You know what I'm saying? Is this gardening? Yeah, we're planting seeds. It's called broadcast. It's to sow seeds. Watermelons, mussels. All right. Well, hey, grateful mother trucker. Big mother trucker. Hey, at least you tried, man. At least you tried. I got my whole garden got crushed this year too. I've got some things, but I'm saying it. Just keep going. Just keep going. Gotta try. Whatever. You made an attempt. So that's what I'm talking about. Even if you don't become a green thumb overnight, brothers, sisters. You don't just put seeds in the ground and they grow. It don't work like that. You might, but it's not as easy as you think. Look, why is there a bunch of grow equipment online? People try to grow their own herb, right? Indoors. That don't work out very well, huh? Grow equipment's cheap now, isn't it? Yeah, not as easy as you thought, is it? So, these are things you're supposed to be passing down too. You know what I'm saying? Do you have hair on your balls? Let me ask you that, because you got a lot of balls to talk about something you see in here. You failed. This is a failure, brothers, sisters, right here. Idolatry and imagery. Already failed. First thing they come in here and fail. Talk about what they see. This is what we don't allow in here, just so you know. That's what he said. Idolatry and imagery. You're an idiot. Get away from me. You don't have any idea what you're talking about. You're not. This is a ministry. It's not some kind of church. He don't dwell in temples made by hands. They're not one church. You put me in any church anywhere around. I want to one day hopefully make a tour. I'll go visit every church I could possibly can. We'll show you there ain't no gospel there. There ain't no gospel. The Most High don't dwell in temples made by hands. The body is a temple. Remember, you got two of them right there on the side of your head if you stink and use it. But you don't. Remember, you got your stink PU, Jesus, whatever, Sunday, sit down on a church pew like you got Velcro on your ass. The earth can't be moved. Earth is not below your feet. Earth is somebody who is ruled. So that's the rule. That's the earth. The meek will inherit the earth. So sit there on your ass and be stubborn and keep telling yourself you live on the earth. So you don't live on the earth. The planet doesn't have anything to do with shape. Our planet does not shape. There's no shape of a planet. Planet is the word wander. You can roam out of here. Bye. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Lord means master, remember? Those two thieves that hang right in front of your face on that cross, the crossing, the P.O.Box, the milk and honey, the whatever. A little too advanced for I say little because oligos means, remember? You don't have to know everything in scripture. You only need to know the gospel. Then everything else is adding to your faith. So, grow something, brothers and sisters. Grow some food. I don't care if you even just stick some freaking toothpicks in an avocado seed. Grow some sprouts in your windowsill. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Religious. Yeah, I hate religion. Religion's vain, brothers and sisters. Religion is a bunch of for people who are watered down. Watered down. I said, put me in any one of these synagogues, churches, temples. I'll show you there's no gospel being spoken in those churches. No, they're not. That's just a wolf in sheep's clothing. Dogs, right? You're supposed to be a shepherd. You'd be a dog, but let's not change what the word says. That's frower. That means to pervert. So no perverts allowed in here. I got Muslims going ham. So nope. Bang, bang, gorilla. Remember? Silverback. So yeah, you don't know anything, Peter. You don't have any idea. Don't moderate Peter. Peter, you think you want to have a conversation? You can come into something called Grace and Truth Ministries and tell people religious is a fantasy. Fantasy is not, that's like you in your middle of your wet dreams, okay? Get away from here. You don't have any idea what you're talking about. I can already tell you don't have any idea in or over or understanding what you're talking about. You're an idiot. So give me the definition of an idiot to show me you're not. Show everybody in here, give us the definition that you're not an idiot. Give me the exact definition of an idiot. Everybody's watching you there, Peter. You came in here and started talking smack out the side of your face. Go ahead, Peter. Stiff Peter. Is that got your blood pumping there, Peter? Can't even answer simple questions, bro. This is the type of society you need to be very careful watching these people. Can't answer simple questions. No, it's not a guardian channel. Get out of here. You're not welcome here, Pop. You have to grow food, but it's called about fruit, okay? Bad apples get tossed, you know, like leaven, little leaven. Leaven's the whole lump. It's not a guardian channel. Go on. You got, get out of here. Food is something we should all be growing. It's not some gardening channel. Go take your whatever home woman's digest. I forget what they call that one. Somebody help me out here. What do they call that one? With the whatever. That's a good magazine. Actually, there's a lot of good articles in there, but yeah, go somewhere else. Kick rocks. Okay, goodbye. Leave. Pop, don't ask questions. You're just, it's too advanced for you. This is a ministry, not a religion, and only people who produce clean fruit in this ministry. Growing food is what I'm going to throw everybody out of this ministry who's not growing any food. Because we have, remember, gas is not the issue here. It's the fertilizer shortages. I don't care. The food is disgusting. Glyphosates, fluoridated, chloridated. You just said plant some punch you. You know what I want you to do? I want you to leave. You're going to stay along. You're going to leave. Put your child since you can't listen. You're going to leave for 30 minutes. You can't come back here and keep your mouth closed for a minute. Excuse me. Don't ask you any more questions in here. Just produce fruit. You'll have 2 more times and you'll be tossed. Same thing with everybody. No different. We've always been doing it in here, okay? Level 301 class. Guys, get the fuck out if you're dumb. Okay. Oh, did I curse? I don't think Father is going to throw me in the pit of knowledge. Well, no knowledge is where hell's at. It's not below your feet. So because I say the curse word, he is like, oh, do you let children celebrate birth? We shouldn't ever celebrate birth. There's only 2 birth dates in all of scripture. One of them, Satan, Mithra, Jesus Christ, whatever translation you want to put on it. Yeah. And one was Herod. He was trying to kill Christ. So, whoa. You're not supposed to celebrate birth. Not supposed to celebrate a single day. When you celebrate, here, let me show you how you celebrate something. You go to work and you fill out a W-2. See, you're chasing a clock, and that's the beast system that said, I'm telling you, you don't have to take everything I say with a grain of salt. Whatever. Run it through your spiritual filter calculator. You go to work, that cup of wrath, the ones who fornicated with the beast, is the W-2 dollar. It's you working. It's you going to work. Why? You could grow your own food. You could make your own. I don't want to hear it. That's what I'm saying. We don't really leave. Just unsubscribe. I don't want you here. If you go to work and you fill out a tax dollar and you don't even try to get out of the system, I don't want you here. It's like marrying truth to a lie. You either got to be getting out of the system full bore, working towards that, and that like, oh, well, I'm going to try. No, you need to already be doing it. The system is the beast. The system is the beast. That is the one that he said, that you fornicate with this beast. It's the system, brothers, sisters. The lockstep, stay on the XXX. They all did it. They all did it. You know what I'm saying? They all did it. Every one of these nations, not one of them stood down. Everyone flattened the curve. You are the, remember, I hate to break it to you, flatten like the swamp. You are the swamp. So the system is the beast system, and we could all make this system shut down so fast. Everybody just started growing food and just walked away from this system. But you're just going to watch people walk right to their death, like the Second World War, right into the pit, the smokestacks. Remember the incinerators? People just don't care. They're just numb. And I'm not trying to change anybody. That's why I'm coming completely straight with you. If you are not growing food, get out of here. You need to start growing food. We have literal fertilizer shortages. The food they offer, 98% of what the store is poison anyways. So it's not like, oh, you get to go to the store because you bought food, or if you didn't know, you need to grow your own food just for that reason alone. That crap at the store is poison. 100 years ago, I guarantee it, less than 2% of that would even be considered something edible or food. It's poison. Don't believe me. Remember, because believe ain't a thought in your head. You don't have to worry about what I believe or what you believe. You don't even know what the word believe is. So believe that. So I'm going to stop. You know what I'm saying? Grow food for what? I'm not your brother. So, all right, brothers and sisters, in the narrow way, Hodos, remember? Stenos, to mean narrow, Hodos, in the way, on the same narrow road, same path, leads to the straight gate. So, a little advanced for most people, I know, because you're stuck in the world, think you're spinning faster than the speed of sound on a ball, right? Planet is not have a shape. Planet means wander. Goodbye, Rome, remember? Mithra, Rome, Jesus Christ, Satan, sun god. We're in the middle of the New Year's is not the right. Hold on, we're gonna give all our energy, right, to the New Year's in the dead of the winter. Boy, you are a lame one, aren't you? April Fools. Oh, you're a fool too, huh? Ishtar. Remember, I already showed you earlier the star and the crescent moon. No pedophilia in here. No marrying truth to a lie. I won't even allow you to change one jot. I'll correct you, and so will everybody in here. And if they don't, they have to leave too. If you can't correct people with the word, what are you doing in here for? Oh, you're trying to learn. Okay, well, don't give me any credit. Remember, go study your lexicon one word at a time. Use your concordance. Use your e-sword app. I give you the skill set, but it's no glory to me. This is how I was taught. I had to unlearn and then relearn. Yeah, for a long time I had to unlearn because it's just horrible, lazy studying. How about that? Not even thinking of J.G. Wentworth. It's my Bible, and I want to know it all now. Yeah, right. That was the worst thing I ever did. You know, the best thing I ever did? Read the scripture backwards, because I did it over many other times, you know, and read it, but never actually I read it backwards. You know, the last thing he said, don't even add a jot or a tittle or I'll throw you in hell. I went, oh my, that's what I was reading all along. I knew it. Add one sin, death, one jot, one tittle, one thought, death. Nothing's changed. Ah, man, that's the father of I am. That's the one who'll throw me in hell if I don't do what he tells me to do. Yeah, most people go to hell. I started going back and reading it, and I read it one word at a time, and then I studied as I taught you to take and use your concordance so you know how many times and where. Still to this day, I don't know where all the scripture's at. I'm not Jim Brown. That's why I use my interlinear so I can code it by the number, take that number to my concordance or alphabetize and study that first of all definition of the word in the culture, custom, and the definition of the time. Hebrew, if it was written in Hebrew, Greek, old Jewish book written in Greek, study the lexicon. That would be a dictionary. Find the definition of the word, go find out who said it, how many times it was said, and go find that. Go back and use my cheat code to read that sentence where I know now the meaning of the word. Now I read the context 2 or 3 passages before that. There's that sentence, there's that word. Now 2 or 3 passages, I get a whole different idea what that word means. And see, that's why I don't speak like you. You speak like the world. I don't speak. Remember? Double speak like a dragon, a forked tongue. You know, I was a snake before you let me in, then he let Joe Biden. That's why you and I don't mix. Remember? Remember, you're a viper. I don't want, you're not going to drain me. I'm not going to let you suck the blood out of me. I'm not going to let you put anything in me. You're not. I will not allow it. That's what he said. Do not add or take away. Duh! Wake up! Don't add or take away. Didn't I just explain that to you well enough? If not, go. You can't concentrate. Remember orange juice, OJ? Vitamin C? I don't know. Not enough vitamins. What are you, nutritionally deficient? Yeah, probably. Eat the goy slop. You wonder why people act the way they do, brothers. It's because everybody's a bunch of TikTok rot brains, a bunch of Casper the Friendly Ghost. That's the Jesus people. Remember Casper the Friendly Jesus? That's Satan. You got to have the TikTok brain of a fly not to be able to take the time with the interweb we live now. Think about a man used to have to walk with his wife and his kids 6-8 hours to hear a man like myself, not even like myself, to give you the gospel. They gave you some watered down Jesus back then. I'm giving you the straight gospel, aletheia. Maybe you could cut that by horseback by 4 or 5 hours. Maybe 1 or twice a year you got to hear the aletheia truth. And you think all this stuff is right in front of you. And remember, the knowledge will be increased, the the worldwide, the interweb, they got you hooked up to. But I don't know what you're on, the porn or whatever, pornia, the self, whatever you're driven. Yeah, you don't even try. You don't even use any of your study tools. Remember, eSword app, if you don't have a lexicon. Yeah, on horseback, maybe 4 or 6 hours, twice a week to hear somebody give you some fake Jesus tell you he was hung on a cross. Now you've been given all this information, which was there back then if you just studied it. But now it's just right in your face. You have all these other brothers, sisters that have been given access, like myself, to these studies. And not many are called, but few are chosen, right? His elect, oligos, take the time to define one word. But they don't want to. Remember, they want to go by religion. They want to do what they think, oh, I sat down in a church pew and somebody saw me. I'm a Christian, so I'm going to go to heaven. Do you know how many people are walking this rock right now, sit there and think, first of all, heaven's above their head, which is not. But they went to some church pew where he said he doesn't dwell in temples made by hands. Their friends saw them, and they're this religion. That's not how you get to Father. See, that's what I'm saying. There is no other way to get to Father than to don't add or take away from his word. Period. That's what he said. Because if you do, you'll be stricken. You'll be blotted out of the book of life. You will not be written, doesn't mean with letters. So don't tell me I'm wrong. You're an idiot. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. So you have no idea what you're talking about. Come in here and tell me I'm wrong. You come in here and correct me with a word, or you'll get your twice. Remember, give a man fish and give him a fishing pole, man or woman, then tell him to kick rocks. That you'll be doing too. You're pounding sand is what you do. Yeah, don't build your house on sinking sand. So don't listen to these people, brothers, sisters. Define every word, one word at a time. Like I said, go back and study the word. Father's the word. If you pervert even a jot, you'll go to hell. A tittle, you'll go to hell. Or add a thought, you'll go to hell. That's exactly what the last words he said to us. So go ahead and listen to these church pew men, going around a box in a pulpit trying to lead your broker and your salvation off to some dude on YouTube, TikTok, or some dude stinks in a pulpit. Remember church pew? Box, cabra. So you have no clue what you're talking about. Oh, that's what you're going to say, but you can't correct me with any word. So how about we start out with you? Always point the blame. Tell everybody how we're supposed to judge under this testament. Remember Old Testament, thou shalt not judge. Tell everybody how we're supposed to judge under this testament, since you're so wise and you're a know-it-all, like you're an elephant. You just never forget anything. Oh, maybe you're an ass and you don't know what you're talking about, right? Or you're stubborn. You're the earth, right? So go ahead. Tell everybody, I'm waiting on you. This is what everyone does, right? You guys, this is the same thing. They start talking smack at the side of their face, but they can't hit a simple Simon, put your name at the top of the paper, remember? They can't answer a question. They'll go off spitting some other insult, remember? Bad apples, you get tossed out of here. Remember, we don't want you in here. So you get 2 times in here, and then you get tossed out of here. Little leaven levels the whole lump. So what do you got there? I'm listening. Clue. What is this? Ain't no game. You sank my battleship. Yeah, if this was chess, I would have made you flip the board over. I ain't some simple Simon like pushing letters or numbers or, well, call us. Remember Simon says, Never mind. What an idiot, man. Okay, you're not going to get even where everybody's waiting. Sad. Okay, there you go. There's your answer. There's your answer. There it is. See? No fruit. You'll know them. Do not judge them by their cover. Judge righteously. Do not condemn them. You'll know them by their fruit. I asked him what it meant to judge under this covenant, and he just lost in space somewhere. Ooh, mind wander. Space, force, farce, balls. Take your 2 balls, your big nuts, these nuts, and kick rocks. Well, kick nuts, whatever. That don't feel good, does it? Well, whatever. Pound sand then, okay? To put your house on sinking sand. You little chipmunk, little squirrel brain. Hey, chipmunk got the brain the size of a pea, and nobody tells it to put up nuts. Bird. Same size brain, pea brain in it. Nobody tells it to fly south for the winter. Oh, wow, wings of the angel. But there you just sit there stuck on dumb. Yeah, you don't even go anywhere. Actually, of course, you're like, sad. Don't be mad. Be glad. Get a trash bag and put yourself out with the trash because you're rubbish. So, oh, we got another one. This guy's pointing out twice. We got 2 pointers. They go, oh, I'm going to point my finger at you. You look like that Warp Speed guy. Remember? Always talking smack. Did you see the logo that I put on thing? Mr. Warp Speed. I want you. You're going to get drafted. You're going to get drafted. So let's see if this person produces some fruit. Hey, you with the nose on your face. It's right in front of your face, right? The nose, despite your face, you don't see it unless you look down. Hello, look right here. Everybody's waiting. Tonight, I want all of you tonight. Everybody's waiting. Boy, you are slow. How many words per minute do you type? You wanted the blood type? Remember baptizo, bapto, red pitch stained blood, or die? Tonight. That's his 2 witness. First, it was just a little pointy thing, and now it's, come on. What's wrong with this world? See, brothers, sisters, these people don't grow food. They come on the internet. Remember, a man on horseback, 4 to 6 hours to hear some man give him the gospel. No, it was some watered down gospel. We're going to be held accountable. You are your own worst nightmare. You, remember, a man's enemies be one of his own household. That's you. Remember, soldier boy. You. We're not going to go there. What about weak men? Hard times bring strong men. Easy times breed weak men. What a bunch of weak men in here. You guys are weak men. All you men in here are weak. These women can squeeze an air watermelon out of a crack in the wall and still leak 9 quarts of oil. I want them on my team. I'm picking teams. I want them first. Freaking A, man. I'd fall out 9 quarts of oil and I ain't squeezing nothing, golf ball through a garden hose kind of. Yeah, thank you. All right, I guess RK must be related to Robert Kennedy, right? Junior, right? Listen here, Junior. Junior. I'll take a Whopper, Junior. No, I mean a Whopper. I said, I'll take a Whopper. I had a guy I knew in military. He was from Georgia. His name was Manning. And he taught me that freaking, he was something else. That guy he really was. But he told me this thing. He called everybody Junior, but he's telling me he went to Burger King and he ordered a Whopper and they gave him the small when he was all pissed off because he calls everybody Junior. He wanted a Whopper, but they gave him a Whopper Junior. And he was, anyways, all right, never mind. Georgia, huh? Okay. So get back in the closet. He used to tell his wife, get in the closet. My friend's coming over. I don't want you saying anything. Don't say anything. Get in the closet. Whoa, dude. Didn't hang. I said, what the hell is that all about? You're a little old fashioned, I guess, huh? Keep your wife in the closet. What is she, a broom or a skeleton? All right. Anybody got anything for me? I'm wore out, man. We got that 90% done. I didn't. I just did, but I have to finish it. So I have an appointment tomorrow with the surgeon. So I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. I'm really not. I don't think I'm going to get good news from what I did the other day. So I already have enough breaks and whatever in my body. I don't need more crap, but I did something the other day, so I have an appointment there. I don't know what they're going to do to me. I'm not taking drugs. I know that. So no narcotics. No, thank you. I don't want any temporary fixes. I need the permanent something, fix myself and get better. So got to get up early. Yeah, it's a little bit unknown again, man. I thought I had all this figured out. And then all of a sudden, Father did the rug pull on me again, did the old carpet Jesus. Oh, Jesus. So, hey, gee, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit in my hat. Yeah, put that rabbit back in the hat, are you? Oh. Oof. So, but the ditch got done today, for the conduit for the electric, minus under the fence and in front of the pole, and there's still probably a couple hours of digging, But man, you're talking about weeks of digging. I don't have it in me anymore. I'm just not that guy until I can go get this reconstructive back surgery. They don't want me lifting anything more than 25 pounds because it's not the brakes, it's their discs that have degenerated. I have remember I have to go get 3 separate times. I can't go just one or twice. There's too many areas that need it. And my neck, my back of my C5 from getting hit in the face with a grenade, irritated, all that old injury. And so I don't know. Like I said, this is like their top surgeon there, so I don't know what they're doing. I'm a veteran, so maybe they'll cover it. Maybe St. Charles will do something for me and I won't have to leave the country. I don't know. I'm not asking for a freebie. As soon as I can leave this country, I'm going to sell everything I can possibly sell and go get the back surgery and start all over again. If I have to start from scratch with nothing. There was time Father took everything away from me and I didn't even have freaking shoes on my feet, okay? Not even shoes. So Father has stripped me back before, multiple times. I can start all over. I don't care about possessions. So what if I can take and get my back fixed with some of the possessions that I have, I will. So I can start and be like, dude, I'm 20 again. Get out of my way. You're not going to stop me. You could stop me at 20 years old? Hell no. That's when I broke my back the first time. It didn't stop me in the military. I didn't even go to tell anybody I broke my back. I didn't want to get kicked out of the military. So not for a medical discharge. So no, thank you. I'll make it through this one. But I need myself so that I can be here for another 50 plus years and rock the next 50 plus years. Hopefully you're supposed to be getting better with wine, remember, with age. So I don't want to fall apart. I want to make my last 50 plus years my best years, not my worst years. Most people spend their whole life, retire at 62, 7 or something like that, and spend their last 10 years freaking bodies falling apart, or they give all their money they made their whole life to give it to doctors in their last days dying. That's not the life for me. No, thank you. I'm living it right now. I have it. I didn't skip a beat. I already lived my life. I don't need nothing out of this life other than the word. I don't have any expectations. I don't deserve anything, and I don't expect anything. I don't. I wish I could just strike those words. I wish I could have some doctor go in there or something and just take those 2 words out of my vocabulary. Expect or deserve. I don't expect anything and I don't deserve anything. Everything else from here is gravy, baby. I'm doing it for the word. That's why I'm here. I'm not here for me. Father already took my son and daughter from me. My dog, I'm down to 1 dog and 1 cat. I don't really have a friend. I don't have any family. Not like that. Nope. I've never kept up with a single person. So, oh man. I just got some serious sciatica there. But that's okay. I'm right where Father wants me to be. He didn't make a single mistake. He never has. Not my life. No matter how hard he's made it, he didn't make a mistake. It was me. I faltered. I'm the one who screwed up. So he has never made a mistake. His timing's perfect. I'm just in a rush all the time, like J.G. Wentworth. It's my whatever, and I want it now. So, I've gotten better with patience. I used to be real impatient when I was young. You couldn't tie me down, man. I was like a freaking wild horse. They want to put me on Ritalin. People always told me I talk too fast, and then I talk too much about other people's stuff. Need to worry more about my own. So, guess where I'm at right now. So, yeah, much agape. I'm not much. I'm more than most people can handle. Like I said, most people can only handle small doses of me. Just the tip. Get it? Just the tip. Virology, you build up a tolerance over time, right? I don't know about that. So that's what they say. But nah, that's what I find. Most people are just short-lived with me. It doesn't normally work well. They say one thing, but normally do something, bend over like a taco or something. So, but that's okay. I'm a lot to handle. I am. I feel like I'm 10 men, not better. I am a lot more complicated than most men. I know that. I told you, most men are weak. Most men can't share the gospel. Most men can't share anything but a bunch of worldly things, football and sports and stats, to just the most nonsensical things. And I'm not saying you can't have a hobby. I'm not saying you can't have other things in life. Still, the people do. There are some people out there like that, but not when it comes to the gospel. That's why I say they're weak. I don't care what else they have. I don't care what they talk about. They don't grow food. They don't make power. They're weak ass men. Weak ass men. If I was a woman right now, I would just sit on the washing machine all day. Whatever. I could look at all these cycles I got now. Look at all these super cycles. Hey, I wouldn't need a man. I got a super queen or a Maytag or whatever you want to call it. All right, never mind. All right, I think Sabrina's got the right idea. It's time to chew on some meds, man. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Okay. Woo. It's just, guys, I did a little too much today, but I had to. Even Rick was like, dude, you just have to do it, right? You're just like me. You'll do it anyways, no matter what. Whether you can do it or not, you'll still do it anyways. So, yeah, that's how we have to do it sometimes. We can't ask. We just have to get her done. But I got some really large, I mean, they're like this thick, and they're big, long planks that I had to put over the road, the access road. So I got like 6 of them over there and had to shovel all the dirt back into it to make it all so that you can drive a fire truck over that thing right now. Freaking yeah. He was like, dude, whoa, you could just leave that there now if you want. And I'm like, yep. So I've got the other road blocked off, and it's not the road, it's our property, but yep, we're good. So I didn't get a hold of the lady, didn't get a hold of me today from the building department, so I don't think she'll get a hold of me tomorrow. So I don't think I'll hear to her till next week. So tomorrow or the next day, I'm stubborn. I know that. I've been like that. I am not as stubborn as Elijah. He is super stubborn, or was, or is. He is freaking hard to forgive. Yes, the apple don't fall far from the tree, does it? Whatever, man. He's a strong young man. I hope if he's alive, he's living the dream. Hope he just forgot about all this and just moved on with his life. And even if he never wants to talk to me again, that's okay. I don't care. I wouldn't want to talk to me either. I got 25 years with him. I told him I'd probably never see him again until after we died, and he knew that. So maybe he's hanging on to that, and he's okay. I don't know. I live every day with it and just have to deal with it. So I know he's, in my thoughts. I just don't know if I'm in his. So just a thought would be nice to know if he even just thought about me even one time since 2 years ago. But I can't get that in my life. Probably won't. So. I'm glad Father stripped me back, that I don't want anything, you know what I'm saying? probably 10 years ago. I bought a fishing bass bass. We're calling me bass bass, right? This year I just haven't gone fishing. They just stocked Duncan up here. Be fun just do some catch and release. I'm too busy, guys. Remember, I'm trying to build what three cabins. Now now a house. You had to, not that you weren't finished with the 3 cabins you're building. You're real close on the 2 of them, and one's halfway done. But you had to come get a house and build a house too. So 3 cabins and a house. Oh, and a storm shelter, huh? $250,000 50-foot storm shelter that I need to finish that one too. Oh my gosh, I'm just one guy, no income. No veterans benefits, no nothing. I do this all by the sweat of my brow with a busted back the whole time. Remember? Shouldn't you be lifting nothing? And I just do it anyway. So thank you, Father. So what'd you get rejected for? Chain. Machine. Welcome to machine. Oh man, goodness. Too much today, man. Overdid it. Thinking I'm 20 years old. You need to stop doing this stuff. But no, we're getting it, guys. We're getting it. We got this, like I said, I think I need one more window for the house. So I think I've spent almost $1,000 in windows, but I've got the windows for the house. Oh, I could get one more small one for the kitchen, but I'm not going to worry about that one right now. Oh, that one's easy to. As a matter of fact, I didn't even pull the measurement on that one because there's glass in that one. But we made so much progress. I have to go tomorrow. I have to go Saturday. Tomorrow I have to go to the surgeon, but Saturday I'm going to try to line up a ride to get. Once you get rejected, you're slow. What do you mean? But again, Saturday or Sunday, the guy that I remember, I think it's a few years ago almost. I was really thinking about that. I think it was about halfway in between the COVID when I bought that 400 amp breaker. It's it's $971 for right now. You know what I'm saying? And even Rick said, dude, somebody will want that out here. Hell yeah, you'll be able to sell that out here. You know what I'm saying? He said, because there's so many people building, and there are people who want to do that. Some people want to take that meter and then bring that meter closer to their house so they can go off and go further in their property. I don't need that I don't need it that far. So, but I don't want to have to meter. I'd like to be able to take and tie off from the meter to everywhere else and not off from the house. And then I'd have to have everything hooked up, meaning the pad set, the house where it's at, everything ready to go and all hooked up at one single time. You know what I'm saying? This will allow me to go. And so I found another box. So he wanted 900 and he's going to take 700 for it. So I'm going to go get it. It's going to wipe me out, but I'm going to go get it. I need it. I have to get the electric installed. So got everything else I need for the electric. Kicking butt and taking names, man. I could plug in a freezer almost right away. Go buy some extra food, not waste anything anymore. You know what I'm saying? Not live out of an ice chest. You know how much food I've lost because I've dropped it down into the ice and it got into the water. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of living like that. Hey, I've been doing it for 10 years and that's fine. I've been okay with it, but it's time to step up my game a little bit, you know? So get some people out here. I want to outdoor shower, you know what I'm saying? Running water. People can have access. Could probably put another second flushing toilet in here. You know what I'm saying? For the amenity for the people. And then if nothing, it's a great selling point. I'm just going to sell it all and move to Ecuador. You know what I'm saying? Move the ministry down there. So I'm going to kick ass. I mean, well, I'm not. I'm going to stomp. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just sit here on my, you know what? But I'm going to keep going and I'm going to make this place have amenities out here. So, you know, it'll be a little more female friendly too. Okay. Not that you ladies can't rough it. I know ladies that wouldn't give a crap. They would crap in a bag, a bucket. They wouldn't care, dig a hole every single time to be with their man. There's ladies like that, don't give a crap. Remember, women who live on the streets with a man and he's freaking dirty as hell, and she loves the living piss out of him on the cold streets, lays right next to his freaking on that cold street next to him every day. She don't care about none of that. So, anyways, you know what I'm saying? But to have some creature comforts out here and to have, you know, again, the freeze dryer down the road is huge. You know, that's the main focus has been able to get the freeze dryer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Every woman's different. I don't tell a woman what she needs. Every woman's a little bit different. Like I said, I see women that don't care and some women that, you know, and they'll cop a squat if they need to, but they prefer to have a nice little throne to sit on because they're a princess. So they like to sit on their throne when they do their thing, and that's totally cool. I have no issue. Um, yeah, that's what I suffer with. You know what I'm saying? It's tough, man. Back injuries, and mine is old. I got multiple injuries, so you know. But again, I know that anytime I've ever had a female, because I've had females out here before. Remember, Trish lived out here for 6 months and took off, and then she was gone for a couple of years, came back, but she didn't really mind using the composting toilets. She never made her clean it or anything, and I definitely would clean them more than when she was here because she's a woman. You guys kind of have a heightened sense of smell too. Um, you know what I'm saying? You ladies do. Not all of them, but some of you ladies, you smell anything and everything. So, I always tried to keep the composting toilet, things like that. When she was here, I've used the camp shower 2 times since I've been here. I let her use it. I didn't use it. She used to use the stand-up shower. I go out to the outdoor shower and heat up. When I took a shower today, I go outside, I heat up 5 gallons, and I like to go out the outdoor shower. I got windows in my shower. I can see the sky when I take a shower, you know what I'm saying? I love taking the shower in that outdoor shower, you know what I'm saying? I do. I'm gonna hook up an on-demand hot water heater out there on that one now too, you know what I'm saying? Now that I have a little power source, bam, run power to that. You'd be able to take an outdoor shower in the outdoor shower out there. It's awesome. It's got windows on the top of it, old windows. It's the first building I ever built out here. It's the only building that doesn't have a name. So, but it's the shower room and it has windows on the top, big picture windows so you can see out. So if you want to take a shower at night, you can shower at night too. It's pretty fun, neat to go out there at night and shower under the stars and put a little LED light in there and, a long day's work or whatever. And so, but, like I said, we need creature comforts out here. I know that I live differently. I live like a minimalist. I'll have power, but I'll still plug in to this solar. I probably won't ever charge my phone unless I'm doing a live stream or something. I need to keep my phone charged. I'll take all of this over to the house. I'll set up a smaller system in here. I have some more panels and stuff. I can replace this with another system for this here. So if somebody came here, they could still have this, but I'll take this over to the other property and I'll be able to plug in, charge my cordless batteries. I can still charge my phone. I can still charge everything because I'm not going to sit there and just plug something in because I can. That's wasteful. I don't waste anything. So I'll still use this system. You know what I'm saying? See, that'll give me the extra little that I need here so that nobody burdens me if they come out here and want to take a shower or something. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, can I come out and take a shower? Yeah, go, come on out. Just clean out when you're done. Clean your pubes and clean up after yourself. I don't want to clean after you. You're an adult, we're all adults here. So, but yeah, there's, like I said, I think the amenities will really help this, what we got going out here. And they help me a lot. Like I said, the other day I picked up that composting toilet because it's been about an extra week, and it gets a little heavier. Man, I picked it up and turned. Whoa, I was like, whoa, you could just do that in an office chair, spin, but that thing was pretty heavy. I should have taken the urine separator out of it. That's another thing I didn't do. Whatever. I already saw it coming. I already knew I was going to do what I did. So I don't know what I did. That's why I'm going to the doctor. I already did something again. I don't think I broke anything this time, but I think I may have ruptured my disc. I've done it before. I keep getting that hot stabbing pain that I did before when I had a disc rupture and it leaked out all the fluid. And I think that's what she was trying to hint towards last time, is the degeneration is too far gone to, I have to get it fixed. There's no other option. No electric, no drugs is going to fix it. No, uh, you know, like I said, ice or heat, or those might give me some temporary relief, but they're not going to fix anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why I'm glad they got me in there real quick this time, Sabrina. I'm saying, to go in there and get looked at. And it's the head surgeon this time, too. They got two of their major head surgeons at St. Charles through the orthopedic and neurosurgeon. So hopefully they'll say, hey, we've looked at you, you're a veteran, and we see, in your ID that we want to cover your surgery. We're going to cover your surgery because you're a veteran, and we see that you don't have veterans benefits, and we want to fix you. So skip the or inject, but they might not say that, but I don't know. That's the only thing I think. If I just don't want to, like I said, I don't know what they're going to say tomorrow. I don't know what, like I said, what it is. I think it's because I don't have the ability to have the injections. Like I said, I can't do this right now. I still need $3,000 to put into this ministry. So until the ministry is paid off, I can't put any money into myself right now. Oh well, it's not the end. It's not the end of the world. It's not. No, I'll make it. I just have to deal with the pain. I've had almost every injury that I have now. I've already had once. So it's no new injuries like that. And the new injuries, but it's not that. So I haven't done this already more than one time. So, but it'd be nice to get this done out here so I can, like I said, move on. I'm not going to let this stop me. And I haven't let this stop me. I broke my back when I was 19, almost 20 years old. I'm still going. I never had surgery one time. This is the third time I've done this. So not like I haven't done this before. And I told you, it's not the breaking the back that hurts. It's the degenerative. It's the pinching of the nerves. It's the nerve pain that my body is making, not just the pain from that. It's a signal pain sending in my body telling me to get fixed. So good. It means my body's working. That's what it tells me. It's a good thing that it's not, because like they said, I'm not giving you any cortisone shots because it's just going to numb you and you'll go out and break your back again. That was Dr. Phillips, Slocum, Coburg, Oregon. If you want to look through my medical files, I released my HIPAA. Yeah, I said, I'm not, you're going to go straight. He said, we're going straight to surgery because you'll go break your back again. And he was right. It just took about 8 more years, almost 9 more years than he thought. So I did a good job at not hurting myself for a long time. I mean, I might have injured myself a little bit, but not another fracture, another compound fracture, breaking vertebrae, So I think what's bothering me too is this C5 in my neck. It's because it just puts that pressure between my shoulder blades, and then it makes what? We just had a half a second loss there. Man, I hate when that happens. You ever guys get pain so hard that your whole body just shuts off? You just literally, your whole body locks up. Your whole body literally, you lose, boom, you lose a second of time. I just lost a half a second there. Whoa. That's what I don't. That's why I've been going. That's why I went to them and to have looked at, you know what I'm saying? That's why I got looked at, guys, because I've been having that vertigo and stuff. I hate when I lose a second of time. Like, whoa, where'd that go? I hate that. It's like, it's even different. It's like something to compare to a lot of people, but it's not exactly like that. Like if you're sitting there and you're tired and you're almost ready, like it's different than that. But that's the only thing I can tell you that's close to that, where you're sleepy and you get real sleepy, the sleep monster's on your back and you kind of head bob. That's not nearly, that's like a 16th of what it's like in a nutshell, because like everything shuts off. It's like and it's right back on. You lose a gap. So, and I think it's the pinch, like I said, just the pinching. So I apologize. They're going to tell me what's going on. I know what's going on with me. I already know what's going on with me. I already had 3 MRIs in a x-ray, guys. So I know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this other, whatever else I did. it's when I twisted, like I said, when I lift up that composting toilet and I lift it, I have to step back and turn, you know, and I turn, and it wasn't like it wasn't loud like the pop, like it was when I broke that vertebrae, but it was something, I don't know what it was. I just know that it hurt like hell. I was like, no, no, because I saw it like the week prior. That's why I held off on doing it for another week. You know what I'm saying? I held off because I was like, man, I already saw that it was going to hurt myself. I'm like, nah, don't do it. You'll be fine. Just wait a week. If you're going to hurt yourself, just be patient. Maybe you won't hurt yourself. As soon as I picked it up and turned, I was like, oh, that's exactly what I knew a week ago was going to happen. So I was like, Father, you are so brutal, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Like I said, I've dealt with this so long. I'll work through it. Guys, I've been to where I can't even hardly walk, and I get up and I still drag myself around and bang hammers and do things. I don't let it bring me down like that. As hard as it is to do, I just keep push through it. You know what I'm saying? Sucks, but I used to have Elijah there for me, and I didn't rely on him too much, but he would help me a lot when I was really bad. You know what I'm saying? I was really bad. He'd help me, drag me, get my ass up on the toilet so I didn't poop myself, or clean, you know, help clean me up if I did or whatever, because I couldn't get to the toilet. There was times I didn't want to bother him, you know. Had it pretty bad before. That's what I'm saying. I'm doing good right now as far as I'm concerned. I've been way worse. I'm bad, but I've been way worse. I mean, saying, we're doing just fine, huh, puppy doggy? We're just trying to deal with it being a little biatch, huh, puppy doggy? That I Bessie, that I love my puppy. Oh, I love you, boy. So hopefully I don't have to be in town all tomorrow. I think that guy's going to take me pretty much. He said there's somebody else there that's getting a ride too, so I don't know who they are. But there's somebody here in the valley. And then again, I'm going to go Saturday or Sunday, hopefully, and go get that breaker box. Then I can install the pole, and like I said, I can move forward, man. I'll probably have to come up. I need $700. I'll figure out where to get it from, like I already told you. But that $700 I had put aside to buy I have to buy the box. So that's kind of like, it's the same. Isn't that ironic? The same amount to get the power that it is to get the power box, but maybe I can get that other power box sold pretty quickly. I don't know. I'll try. You know, it's a good box. It's a really good company. It's one of the top commercial brands out there. I wanted something really good for the cabinet out here. I know you have to have a good power source. So, you know, it's a good company. It's not some off-brand name or anything. It's one of the biggest companies out there. So hopefully it'll sell quickly, and then I can hook up the power. I can get it all done. You know what I'm saying? I can get everything done, but then actually coming in and they'll pull the string through. They actually have to come out and replace the pole too. So it's not just going to be real quick. They're going to have to take that pole down, which means they're probably going to have to set up a temporary pole, and then bring the new pole in. And it's probably going to be here all day to do this job. It's not going to be a short job with taking the pole out, putting the new pole in, and then stringing my power up. But, that's a $700 check, and I can get that done. You know what I'm saying? So I'll figure that out. I still got to worry about the septic and the pad and some other things, in the future. So we're going to buzz through this electric. I'm going to get this electric done. I'm done. I'm telling you, this electric is going to be such a huge game changer out here for the ministry. I mean, the only reason why I won't have running water is because I just didn't hook up any plumbing. Would you stop it? You just scratched me in the back of my arm with your paw, Bubby. You trying to love on the dad? Oh, you're a chunky monkey. You're a chunky monkey. You're just a chunky monkey. You're a chunky monkey boy. You're a chunky boy. Somebody looks like they've been overfeeding you. You need to back off on your food a little bit. Why are you getting so chunky, monkey boy? Oh, my chunky monkey. Look at how chunky. Got a little chunky belly. Little chunky belly. Little chunky belly. Little chunky belly. He's not too bad. Little pudgy bunny. My little pudgy bunny. My buddy. Oh, I love you. I love you. Put your paws down. Quit scratching me with your paws, please. Keep your paws down. Oh, watch it. Oh, watch it. He's going to kick me. See, I'm going to kick my dad. He's going to kick me. He's going to kick Dad. Oh, see, there was the kick. Oh, the mule kick. Oh, he's going to kick me again. Here it comes. Watch it, puppy. You going to kick the dad? You all excited? You got ants in your pants? You got ants in your pants? You got ants in the pants? Yeah, that's a good boy. You're the bestest boy. I don't care if you kick the dad. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You old chunky monkey. Chunky monkey, chunky monkey, chunky monkey. Chunky monkey. Look at his little chunky belly. He never misses a meal. He never misses a meal. Oh, you got the big belly. You got the little belly. See, I don't have a belly, Dad. I'm just well fed. He's well fed. No, you are. You're a good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah, he does the mule kicks to the dad. He does. He puts those feet right up against me, and then he goes, so, oh, you're all right. I love you anyways, Bobo, and I don't care if you kick Dad. You don't do it on purpose. You're just trying to be excited, boy, huh? You were a good boy today. Did you get the visitors today? Did you get to visit with all the other puppies? All the other puppies? 4 other puppies? Boy, that was fun, huh? To visit with other puppies. He's such a good boy to the other puppies. He is. He's a good boy. He's always a good boy. He just doesn't know how to be just anything but a good guy. Here's my Bessie. You're my bestest. On the whole bestest and my biggest bestie. My biggest bestie puppy I ever did one. Ever did job. That's the one I got. It's the one I love. Huh. Yeah, you're the one I love. You're the one I love. Oh, man. Oh, man, I don't think I might put some live rosin on a bowl. Oh, I wonder if I don't have that. I'd have to have some ice. I have some more of that diesel fitter. So, back to gardening. All right, produce some fruit in here or you're going to get kicked out of here. I already told you 2 times. There's your strike 1. Strike 2, you're going to get, we'll knock you out of the park. We won't take no 3rd strike. We don't look at a 3rd strike. We hit it. We swing. So, or the fences. Remember? You ever play any Bessa ball? Bessa ball? You little Dodger dog, huh? Oh, my goodness. Oh. Make a what? What are you doing? You're trying to give Dad a hug? Okay, I'll give you a hug. I love you. You want a hug? I love you. You're a good boy. You're a good boy today. You were the bestest guy today. You were the bestie guy I've ever did have. You were the one that I big job. Dad loves you. Dad does you. You're my biggest puppy dog I ever did besties. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. Your dad's favorite puppy I ever did have. Don't you kiss me. Don't you dare. Don't you dare kiss me. I don't need no kisses. I don't want no puppy kisses. No puppies. Dad doesn't need any kisses. No, thank you. No, thank you. I got a kiss from you. I stole him. I stole him. I stole him. See that? Oh, Dad stole the kiss from the pets. Dad stole the kiss from the boy. Say, Dad, you're being a hypocrite. How come I can't kiss you, but you gave me big kisses? That's my busted boy. You're so handsome, guy. You're the bestest guy. Oh, would you be happy? Are you happy? Say yes. Dad's talking about me. I know my dad's talking about me. What's that? What's that? What? Let me see. Where's your ears? Where's your ears? You don't put your ears up. No. Yeah. Yeah, there he goes. He put his ears up. When you talk about him, he knows to. He puts his ears. You've seen him. He'll go up, down, up, down. You got the calisthenic Jesus ears, huh? Oh, Jesus. I think Bone's ears are Catholic. Catholic, remember? Catholicism. They do the up, down, up, their rosary and all their Holy Mary, Mother of God. Now, at the hour of our death, I'm trying to have a good night, man. But it's going to be a long night. It is. I got to get up early, so I'll be all right. Won't have to lay down too long. I got to go see the surgeon tomorrow. Neurosurgeon and orthopedic surgeon. So we'll get through tomorrow. Make it to Saturday or Sunday, and hopefully we can get that breaker. Really want to have this inspection done here in the next day or two, because I still have the county come out, put a green tag on it so that I can actually have the power, get the approval to have the power actually done by the power company. I already paid for all of it. Everything's all paid for, but I have to. Well, no, not the septic or not the electrical permit. I told you that, but from the power company, I paid the power company all the money they want. They want thousands of dollars, but they need like $700 or whatever. Oh. Spent more than that today. Oh my gosh. So glad I sold that silver when I did. I sold it right at the right time, guys. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for coming in, Toby. Have a good day. Muchos gracias. I don't know why you're not here. Should be here already. Don't make excuses. Just get here. Or girl, don't go away, mad. Just go away. No, just kidding. Just kidding. So, no, do your thing. Don't go anywhere. Stay exactly where you're supposed to be. Father will put you. You don't make mistakes. Go where your 10 toes are supposed to be. You'll know it. I stand 10 toe. I made some sausage, beef sausage, and I cooked it with jalapenos and butter. And then I put cumin. There was a beef broth in it. Cooked with a little bit of beef broth with the beef sausage. And then I sliced it real thin, not thin, but sliced it in, slices. And then I got that going, and I put some cumin and a lot of chili powder in there with those, with that sausage. And then I throw some pinto beans in that bad boy when I was done. And then I threw that in a burrito shell with some cheese. Man, that was fire. It was a good combination. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Thanks again, Toad, for your coming in. Appreciate your get your things done. Get some grow food. Better grow food. Grow food. Grow now. So, but it turned out pretty good. I put a lot of cheese. A lot of cheese in that. So cheese, jalapenos, pinto beans, and sausage. Man, that was fire. Turned out good. Turned out real good. As a matter of fact, I have enough to probably make another one. I won't make one tonight. I don't need another one tonight, but I'll probably be making one tomorrow before I go to the doctor. Dang, the doctor. So, well, what am I yawning for? I don't have a C. I don't have an E in my name. I have no E in my name. It's CY. CY? Do you see why? Thank you again, Toba. You don't have. You need if you need to go, please. You know what I'm saying? Yep. As a matter of fact, hold on. It's time to load me up another BH here. Time for bung it number 2. Bung it. Bung it. Bung it. Bung it. Bung it. Bung it. Oh, I wish I could be taking some bong rips with somebody right now. That's okay. We'll just have to. All my bong rips are online. No. I was a little tired. Actually, I yawned once before I came in. I was like, dude, I'm yawning. What the hell am I yawning for? Well, oh, man, I busted my noodle today, but we got a lot done. We got much done. Much agape. Much love, Tobe. Appreciate it. It'd be a lot more cooler if you were here, lady. We could be barbecuing or something, you know? Barbecue. Barbecue. Cooking tacos. Tacos. Nachos. Man, that's more than I've yawned in a week. Oh, man. Yep, you're missing the sunsets out here, guys. Oh, nice. Went on a little walkabout. See, another thing awesome. It'd be so awesome if, Sabrina, like if you were here, you could walk all the way, like, because I know you got the kids. You could take the kids and walk them to the back to Table Rock, you know what I'm saying, and never run into any traffic or anything. It's because it's by the pivots back here. You could walk all the way over there to Table Rock. That's about almost 4 or 5 miles, 3 or 4 miles back there if you wanted to walk all the way to Table Rock, you know. Just all wide open space. I'll go walk through the bushes and go collect arrowheads, or there's all kinds of it. Man, this place is freaking got a lot to offer. People like space, little time to roam, you know what I'm saying? Heck yeah, I'm trying to. This sciatic is going bananas. I worked hard today. I had to. You know, I had to go behind him, and I had to get everything off the sides of the ditch. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't just leave that stuff. It'll fall back in the ditch. Everything had to be pushed further away, you know, because you dig it out. He can't get that stuff off the rocks and all that. You know, he's not going to scrape all that, you know. So I had to go back and shovel and scrape and then go inside of it and get it all. I didn't get it all done. Hell no, I'd have hurt myself. I don't work anymore. I stopped right when I was like, that's it. I can't work no more. Because I had to bring in those really big boards. Like I said, some of those boards, they're that thick, you know what I'm saying, and they're big planks. They're massive. It's what I want to build actually I'm going to use them for something else. Not going to use all of them, but I'm going to use a few of them. I don't care. It'll be worth it to put the floor when I was out. Remember I was out pointing up at the top of the wind tower? I'm going to put a house up there. I am. I'm going to build a little lookout tower up there with those boards. I'm going to slide those boards through through the wind tower and build off my platform off of that so that I have something to build off of. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be awesome. I'm going to build freaking, a little tree house up there, but on the top of that tower up there. So I might have to throw more concrete on the blocks down below, but I think they'll be just fine. I put big concrete and nail, rebar and J bolts. It's all bolted down the way you do a tower, So, oh yeah, that'd be cool as hell. Wouldn't that be awesome to have a little freaking spot up there? You just go up there and you're like, pray, you guys are all being nutty. I'm gonna go up in the tower, just sit there and watch all you guys be goofs all day long, because you could see everything up there, from up there. Gonna have to put a lot of windows in it. All windows all the way around. Heck yeah, I want windows all the way around. One day, oh, you're building another cabin, huh? Like you don't have enough cabins built already. You got to build another cabin, huh? I'll put a cabin up there. I'll make it look like it's an old watchtower, you know what I'm saying? Big old watchtower or something like that. Old watchtower, old raggedy looking building. No, it won't. It'll look nice. I'll make it look good. But I'll make it old, make it all bleached, sun bleached up there. So make a little observatory. I'll put a little telescope up there or something. Nice. Wouldn't that be amazing? It's already a view out here, but to get up over, I think it's about 25 feet up over, the top of everything here. And you can look all the way around and see the whole property from here. Everything's got a good view. It's surprising how when you get up just 25 feet in the air, how much, it really just can see a long distance up, being up a couple stories or higher, 2.5 stories is pretty. Out here, like I said, we've got, a lot of, but it's pretty neat up there. It'd be cool just to hang out up there and not have to just hang on to the side and look around. That's how I used to find Tango when he used to run around to the other properties out here. I could see him out there, see his white little tail. What? Oh, there he is. Biggie's over there running around, digging in the bushes, being big. I miss that puppy so much. God, I miss Tango so much. I'm so hard getting over him. I'm trying, but I can't get over him. I miss my big guy. He just had such neat energy. My biggie, how good he go? I haven't go back and watched any videos of him. It'd make me cry, bawl my eyes out if I watched a video of him right next to me here on the minister. Big. So how I used to go find him though. He'd be tooling around out there digging one of the bushes, just kind of get stuck on a bush and be digging for hours. He'd dig on the same bush for an hour sometimes. So, yeah, see, that's what's neat, Sabrina. Like this building here, you know what I'm saying, needs a rooftop on it. This building here needs AstroTurf up there, a railing up there, a ladder up the back or a spiral staircase up the back of this so you can get up there on the top and just hang out and chill, a little barbecue up there, chairs, you know what I'm saying? Just a deck view, a viewing. And that's like 15 feet up. This trailer like 15 feet up. So that tower is only like another 10, maybe a little bit longer I get. So maybe that tower is about 30 feet. Because this is like 14 feet off, to the top almost. Or out to the ground, and that's high enough to get up pretty high too, where it's just like you can see around it. Just in like for stargazing, it's just I want to put some really nice lawn chairs up there, like all weather. Find some really nice lay back, the ones you can lay back in, and like bigger than I've seen them. They're like an Adirondack chair that leans back. You know what I'm saying? so you can lay down too. You'd be sit up, but you want to lay down and look up. You don't want to just lay back and chillax and just kind of see the whole night sky up there. You could lay one way or the other, turn one way or the other and just chill out up there on the top and crack a beer. That's your thing, or smoke a bowl or whatever. Moderation, nothing too crazy, but just enjoy yourself and not worry about all the hustle and bustle of the world. Eat good food and have a late night barbecue or something. You're like, man, I'm getting hungry. You want to go make some tacos? Yeah, let's go make some tacos. Outdoor tacos in the outdoor kitchen. Flip on the freaking solar LED lights, light it up at night. Whatever. Cook out there, barbecue, whatever. this place could be popping. I don't know why, again, why we all live in different places. We all could be living this dream, but that's all right. I will. I'm going to live for a lot longer. I'm going to make it past this stupid birthday of mine. And then I'm going to live for another 50 plus years. So I'll have all the time in the world. You know what I mean? I will have all the time in the world. My mentality's changing. I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm over it. There's things I can do and still enjoy life and not do anything. You know what I mean? Not be forced to do anything. I used to like it. Almost feels like right now in my life, and I'm not comfortable in any way, shape, or form. I'm not making my life uncomfortable. I'm more than I need to do it. But I know when things get easy, that Father's going to put something really hard in front of me because He's getting me prepared. That's when I need to take that time to not coast, you know what I mean, but get prepared, get ready, because He's about ready to throw big something huge at me, and I might see it coming sooner, and I might come see it later, but I will normally have a pretty good idea that because it's just been that cycle, it just was too easy. So a little bit of difficult, like I said, having a good time is not something He doesn't let us have. He does let us enjoy. If we work hard, you reap what you sow. So you could work hard and have, work hard and play hard. That's the way I've always done it. That's why I'm all busted up, because I work hard and I play hard. I try to have the best of both worlds. So not too much of a one thing, but obviously I went a little bit too hard most of the times. But whatever, you go hard in the paint. But I'm gonna make it past this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it past this year, and I'm gonna take care of myself, and then like I said, I'm gonna sit out under the stars with people out here, and I know people will come out here. Even the guy who's doing the excavation, he's like, "You do realize once you put this power out here, there's gonna be everybody's gonna come out here, right?" I'm like, "Nobody will come out here like that." I said, "There may be people come out here." He said, "Well, people are gonna come out here after you get that power on this property. It's a game changer." And especially what I know that you'll do with it once you put power on the property. Um, you won't just use it to be luxurious. You don't use it like that. You're using it for purpose. Do it all this for a reason. It's not just like, oh, I'm doing this so I can live cush and not have to struggle at all. Hell no. Remember, I want a little bit of pain. I don't want to grow up with wake, grow, wake, die, grow, get up every day and not have a little bit of pain, because then I wouldn't feel like I was alive. So I just don't like the lot of pain or moving pain or stabbing pain or all this is different. So, but I can work through that, and I will. And I'm gonna, like I said, That's why I like to have a little bit of difficult, because I know I'm on the right path. And some of my goals might take another 10 years, as hard as that is. Or like it says there's 10 of you. I've already been at it for 10. Might take another 10. I got to keep my skin in the game. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a sellout. Don't sell out. Keep going. Yeah, I don't know as a reason why, but it's okay. It'll allow people to be here, though. I will allow people to be here. You know what I'm saying? I will. I'll feel comfortable, like I said, for not to like have any, but for people to come stay here. Not that have people have been invited, but it's just a different way of, maybe a different visit to come for a couple days when there's a flushing toilet here or running water. It's like Sister Nicole. I think she'd come over here for a couple days. The one I got Tango, and I had Bone. I got big Bone now. She's got her younger son, and she's been out here. She's never stayed the night or anything, and she came out here with her man, and they stayed for the day last time, and they got dog, from me. They got their puppy Tacoma, but I think they'd stay a couple days, especially if I had one of these cabins and I hooked up, what I'm saying, hooked up a little power to it so you could have power, and then you knew you could go use a bathroom where there's a flushing toilet. It's just a game changer for a couple days. I'm saying, because that's I don't I pay nobody has to come ever live here. See, that's why I'm over it. People would just come visit, so I can do that without the ministry. That's why I'm going to still set this up. So if that's something I chose to do, I could stay here, and do it. But if not, I'm going to move the ministry down south. And I was already doing that. So what is Pastor doing now? No, I was already going to go down south. Remember? And I'm not going to sell all this ministry. I'm not. I told you I'll split the homestead and build another homestead out of the ministry again. Just it'll be half the size. Instead of 20 acres, it'll be 10, and 10 is still plenty. So, you know, what I could create with by splitting this in half is just it's not like splitting deck, aces head playing blackjack here. There is some, I'd say gamble to go down there, but I see that no risk, no reward, so to speak. And so there's no risk. There's no luck. But I'm saying it's go down there and get that done. I'll kick ass down there so hard. I will crush it down there. With dollars in my pocket, not living frivolously, I can hire the people that I need to hire. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I know. But YouTube is a bunch of Yahtzees playing dice, playing cards, jokers. The two jokers, the one now and the one running in the background, recording everything. X, stand on the X. But definitely gonna make this, continue here and flourish here. Look at got that freaking hole dug today, guys. Freaking got the hole dug today. Got the hole dug. I have work to do with it and a lot, you know what I'm saying, but got the hole dug today. Just that one spot, I dug. It was just, oh my goodness, you know what I'm saying? I know I got rid of all my glass. Somebody took all my glass here. I used to have a really good sized glass collection. Whatever. I was a grower. So when people, come hang out for a few hours, they wouldn't, just stay for a minute. There was people who would come, just patients I had, grab some meds, but some people come hang out for a day or an hour. So I had quite the collection. Not anymore. I've broken all the ones that I have, pretty much. I have another one down there, but it's a water pipe, or it's a bubbler, but I don't really use it. I only use this one. This is the Simpsons one that I have. So there's so many. It's so cheap now for glass. I cannot. Well, a lot of it's blown over in China and stuff in other countries, and it's production. It's not hand blown. But I live over in the Pacific Northwest, where some of the best glass blown on this rock is blown right here by artists. They really blow some of the most beautiful pieces. Really, just absolutely stunners. So, but glass meant to be broken, so you go buy a new one. People like I've had some really cool pieces and they break. People are like, oh, freak out. Like, oh, all right, damn, gonna go buy another one. Aren't you pissed off? No, it's glass for Christ's sake. It's gonna get broken eventually. So don't buy a piece of glass if you don't think it's eventually gonna be dropped. Somebody's gonna drop it. You're gonna drop it. You're gonna bang on it. Something. It can get mad when you break your glass. You're actually like, oh, get to go buy another one. Cool. So. You're like, dude, you got a weird mentality about that. Yeah, there you go. Water pipe. They wouldn't let you do it. Yeah, you couldn't call it a bong, right? You couldn't sell it if it was called a bong, but you could sell it if it was a water pipe. Good stuff, man. Absolutely. Hell yeah, I remember all that. It's medicine to me, man. So I don't use it like that. I don't get high, guys. I don't get high. I take these bong rips. I don't get any kind of change in my head. I don't get lightheaded, tingle. I don't get none of that. I don't get none of that. I get medicated, but I don't get none of that. You know what I'm saying? Fall back on the couch or whatever when you were young. Oh, I don't feel none of that. So, but whatever, I don't do it for that. I needed to slow the signal pain to tell my brain it's okay. I'm going to eventually have surgery. Stop it, slow down. That's what I use it for medication. So that's why I don't normally, like I said, I won't use any medication and drive. I stay home. You better be careful. They'll give you a DUI for that's DUI, DWI, driving while intoxicated, driving under the influence, not driving, driving under the influence of an intoxicant. So, and they have a lot more officers out there that can test for it now. So you'll be very careful. It used to be back in the day too, where officer couldn't test. He didn't know how he wasn't tested. Now they are, but just be careful. I wouldn't recommend driving dirty, riding dirty, because they can now. There's a lot more cops that can hook you up for that, and that's stupid, but that's just the way it is now. So better to be medicated and stay home. Sucks because it's medicine, but you can get you can get in trouble for driving under pills too, taking pills. So anyways, I'm just trying to, I don't want to see anybody get hooked up, for something. So, you know, I, I'm not advocating for anything, but, I've been a traffic crash reconstructionist, and I only ever worked one accident that it was involved, and it didn't have anything to do with the accident. And I got myself almost in a lot of trouble because I wouldn't charge the guy, but it is what it is. He was already dead. Wasn't worth charging him. You know what I mean? Didn't have anything to do with the accident. You don't want to call me in as the investigator and have me do the investigation, find it wasn't part of the accident. Every other one was alcohol related. All the dead people I've ever, scraped up, picked up, measured, all their pieces, body parts, it was always alcohol related. So, and like I said, I'm not advocating for either. Just be careful. No, you don't have to. But where do you sit? Where are you at there, base? You don't ever have to give up your gun rights. That's a protected right under the Constitution. So I know they tried to do that. I was a medical marijuana card holder, uh, commercial driver's license holder, and had dealt a lot of arms over the internet right in front of everybody. You're going to go to jail. I said, shut up. Don't you tell me I'm going to. That's my right to. Now, when I deal with cannabis, I would only sell to patients. You know what I'm saying? So be careful. I just wanted to tell you, but I never listened to him. Whatever. And I had a CDL. You know what I'm saying? Commercial license. So I don't listen to what people say. But that's okay. Don't get yourself in trouble. But you don't ever, it's a God protected right. It's a natural, organic right to protect yourself cannot be stripped away from you. You can't tell somebody they can't protect themselves. That's not even, that's not right. That's not a right. That's tyranny. And a man or a woman has the right to protect themselves, period, no matter what they say. I don't care what your stupid ignorance, not you pointing at you, but all these stupid, repugnant, unconstitutional, not adjudicated through the House, Congress, or Senate. So they're just revised statutes and ordinances, mandates, and codes. They don't have anything to do with law. They're not adjudicated again through the House, Congress, or Senate. They're not brought before an Article 3 court and brought under the Title 18. So there is no way they could even charge you. It's not even legal to begin with. So it doesn't matter if it's state or federal. These are RICO charges. I know what I'm talking about. Used to do this stupid tyranny for a living, remember? And look at what they did to me. I asserted my rights. They still threw me in jail, kidnapped my son, killed my son. I don't know if he's alive or dead. Kidnapped my daughter. I don't know. So don't act like you assert your rights that they won't come back on you eventually. So it will bite you in the butt someday. But whatever, Father's got my back. He's going to turn back anybody who hurt me and did anything to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, everything's in Idaho is illegal. So you can't have a seed in Idaho. Idaho is the only state where they said they will not legislate. It will be the last state to even no. I don't know if they have CBD, but they can't. I think they have CBD in Idaho, but no THC in Idaho. They specifically legislate in their books they will not have legal cannabis or recreational in their state. But everybody I know there smokes herb. It's so funny. But a lot of people smoke herb in Idaho. I like Idaho. I've been there a couple times. I moved back there. I just like that state. If I ever had a kid again or something, I'd move back there because they're not. It's not one of Idaho has its issues. Every state has its issues, man. But Idaho's a Nazi state when it comes to herb. Just so you know, it is. They'll hook you up. They don't care. So don't go to Idaho and be driving around with herb. But most people, a lot of people do. But a lot of people get hooked up for it there. So, like I said, careful on the potato heads there over there. They like their herbs. So steak and potatoes and freaking love me some Idaho. Beautiful state up north. Even down all the way through like Sun Valley over there is gorgeous. Even down Twin. Some people like Twin, but not much for Mountain Home. But I was more over in Napa and back over towards that area is where I was at. You know, over back towards Ontario and Fruitland over towards that area. That's Idaho, Ontario's. Oregon. Where I live in Oregon. See, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. So there's why it's not united. Thank you again. There is the United States. It's the United States of Israel. If you're going to say United States, and there are no two states are united. So remember which state's united. Oh, here comes Mr. Pointy Finger. You, Mr. Soldier Boy. Don't you have anything else to say, you idiot? You're a child. RK. What happened to the F? Kennedy. What, you got that scratchy voice from gargling dicks, man chowder? Whatever. Mr. Seaman Samples enters the room. So you know it by his gargle. So. Phoenix, Arizona. That's not a bad place to have. They do a lot of tiny homes down there. Earth homes, those Earthship homes. You know, Earth is the rule, but they got to use their silly little dialectus glossa. Tomorrow, just in case you need to fall off a cliff and land to a pile of dicks or something. I don't know. Just make sure I'm talking to you. Yeah, but no, again, which two states are united? Is anybody in Texas like people from Vermont? Or people in Maine like people from Idaho? Are people in Washington like people from Texas? I mean, there's no two states that are united. It's a bunch of hogwash. So people are full of it. So thank you, Father. If you're not taking flack, you're not over the target. You bought it. Anybody bid one? Anybody bid one? Two now done. Anybody bid one? Anybody 3.5? Anybody half? Anybody one? Anybody one? In all done. 2.5 now. 7.5. 5 and 7.5. 70 now. 3 now. 1. Are you done? You just auctioned that little clown out of here, didn't we? Can't keep up. Sold to the goof in the back. You $3 bill as queer as a $3 bill. Anybody want like Clinton or what? No, Clinton. Oh, remember Mr. Epstein had a picture of Clinton in his little dress on the. Remember in EpiPen Island. So. Yeah, don't call them Native American. You call them American Indians, but don't call them natives in here. Oh, there's no such thing as native. So, I'm all about that in here. I don't know any other person that's ever exposed it other than myself, and I don't give me any glory. Give all glory to the word. I just expose the word. You ever heard of a compression event? I never heard of that. Maybe you've had a computer before. You ever think maybe they figure out how to wrap copper around a magnet? Oh, you just think the first time we electric, first time we've had a computer, you don't know what you're talking about. So I might be able to help you with some of that stuff that you don't. prognostical is to have foreknowledge of, taking quite a bit of time to study. These were ice bridges. Remember the modern minimum, the Dalton minimum? These were in the 17 and 1800s. People think an ice age was like back, like, woolly mammoths and chipmunks chasing acorns and stuff, or whatever that little character, or whatever. Yeah, 1700s, 1800s. They wandered from the bridge over the north. They came from the south. They're not native. There's no such thing as native. Native is an apostasy. Don't ever say the word native. None of us are native. We're all one race, the human race. We've been wandering around this rock since we were been here since the beginning of time. We used to be much larger at one time. We were actually, there was a lot more CO2 before the firmament dropped, and there used to be giants, things were much larger. You can look in the dirt once again. These are the climate, paleo. Anybody who studies paleo, like I said, I'll leave it alone. Like I said, it's a lot of this stuff is just nothing new under the sun, So we've been moving around since the beginning of time, brothers, sisters. There is no such thing as race. Melanin, he put melanin in our skin because how close he put us to the equator and shaped our eyes, not for race. So you're an idiot. And we're not supposed to remember their customs, their traditions, their religions, their vanity, their vain, Father. That's all vain. So or how about one race, the human race, So I'm not saying you can't. I totally think it's okay for people to hang on to their, I'm saying areas and things like that, but not, it's the division, that we're bordered up, or we're this color, or we're that color, or no, you're not. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to expose native. There's no such thing as the word Native American. That's an apostasy. So people were here long before these people here. Obviously, the Mayans, the tribe of Gad. You don't. Oh, what the hell are you talking? They have pyramids down south. They called it Hercolobus. You call it Planet X. It's called Nibiru, Jupiter. So. No, they weren't indigenous because they weren't from it. Indigenous means you're native to that land. That's what indigenous means. Look at this, try to pull some bullshit on me. How about Simeonic? And they wandered their planet, Rome. So I'm kind of a vernacular, guys, but that was a good try. No, but hey, we're all, if we should all be symbiotic with every place on this rock, there's enough food where not one person should go hungry at night, day, child, man, woman. No, there's more enough resources, but we don't do that. We got the same 12 families that have been doing this for thousands of years and now taking over half the resources again. We're just right back to the same thing. It always happens. Father will reset this soon, right? In this 2,000-year slice of time pie. Let's not do math in here. So you guys like to do geometry? Anybody in math? Or are you a bunch of Mexican Americans and you like to go to your Mexican cabinet and I say math and you run because you got to use your spiritual calculator. And that don't add up, remember? Hodos, the same. Hodos equal, same. Narrow, I don't know, Stenos, Hodos. These are words that, if you study words, so. I'm just saying, we come from all over, guys. We're not from anywhere one place. We move around all the time. We move because of weather. Shut up. Birds fly south for the winter. People get under the ground too. So yeah, that's why you're still here, because people got under the ground. They didn't just sit out in the sun and get fried by the Yuga cycle or the cold. This is a cold rock. About 99.8% of the time it's frozen top and bottom, south and north. Yeah. Go look through your paleo records. Look at the ice core data. We don't live on a warm rock, 70 and sunny most of the time. You idiots, man. People are lost when it comes. Oh, hockey stick, Michael Mann, global warming. Shut the hell up. Remember chlorofluorocarbons? You're going to use Aquanet. Remember, those are some pretty nice waves. NASA, right? We're all going to die. Styrofoam. Now it's what? CO2. Oh, no. It's climate change. The climate's always been changing, and it's a cycle. It's nothing new under the sun, said Solomon, and going back to Cali. Imagine that. I don't think so. All right. Oh, yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. Don't call yourself native. We've always wandered, brothers and sisters, because we've moved around because of weather. and cycles. And so we're all part one race, the human race. We're not, there's different people during certain time periods. Like I said, you think we're here for, how many hominoid species do you know of? How many hominoid, that is the human called hominoid species? How many hominoid species are there? Remember there was Cro-Magnon, we have Demisobin, do you think this is the first time we've been here, huh? You're gonna listen to this 6,000 year slice of time bull nut, whatever. See, I'm not religious either, huh? See why I'm not religious? Because I don't buy into none of that crap. I'm an eternal being. I'll never die. I'll die to flesh. I'll come back if I screw this one up in the little season. So I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid to, it's just who I am. Remember, I am Hokadesh. That's who was inside me. That's not Tracy. They didn't call me Tracy before I came into this flesh. They're not going to call me Tracy after I leave. When I come into my new skin, right? Not Earth, right? That's the rule. I won't be called Tracy. So, people are silly, don't call them cow. They're all animals type energy. Don't call them cows. Oh, now we're gonna say that we don't have cows. Okay, remember some places they don't eat cows. Remember bull? Remember they used to worship the golden bull like Mar-a-Lago, the statue. No, it's Father created one race, the human race. How would he created? Remember how many hominoid species? See, once again, brothers, sisters, the ignorance of society, type energy. Are you following this? See, do you even follow what you're even saying in your mouth? You're so jaded by your own side, you can't even think straight. God is a title. See, once again, there we go, brothers, sisters. Idiots. Person has no idea, lame man, unskilled, untrained, uneducated. You're an idiot, is what you are. You showed it by coming in here now multiple times. You're going to get your ass tossed out of here. Remember, you got Velcro on your ass, right? Sit there one day, Sunday, funny. Religion's vain. You talk like a dragon. You don't produce any fruit. So goodbye, bad apple. You're going to get tossed, not like salad. Remember Cosmos, unorderly arrangements? You're out of order. All right. You've been judged righteously, not by, damn it, what was that? Judge Judy. There we go. Thank you. It took me a minute. So, somebody's on the tomato soup. Terrible. They're going to get some on that grilled cheese, cracker bread, remember? I was in here, cracker. Eating the bread and drinking the wine. Winos ain't afraid of nothing but running out of wine. What are you bitching about? Why are you whining? Oh, barking like a dog. Up on the roof. Yes, don't those two go together very well? Thank you, Father, for... It's too bad we don't make our own bread, though, huh? We get this bread, we put it on the counter, and it doesn't mold for weeks. What's up with that? Got to list so long, you got to have a college degree just to eat the bread you're reading. Daily bread? That's not the same kind of bread, remember? How about bread like commas in the safe? That's not the same kind of bread, huh? How about leaven? Little leaven. Leaven is the whole lump. How about that kind of bread, huh? Unleavened bread. Don't get me started in here. I'll troll the hell out of you. I'm a fisher of men. Remember? I don't go after men. Father divides the bum crop. If you pull out the evil, the wheat has to grow. Remember? The good with the bad. Yeah, that's why Father created evil. To test his bride. What's that have to do with God? Everything. Yeah, there you go. I've talked about that. I mean, remember there were 3 days and there was a list of 3 ingredients. Gee, wasn't that ironic? Remember? Flour, baking powder. Oh, hey, now wait a minute. Yeah, it had like 3 ingredients and it molded in 3, or maybe 4, and it molded in 3 or 4 days, Now the animals walk around it. The insects don't eat it. What's up with that? The chickens live and piss out of it, but chickens are like pigs with wings. So, yeah. There you go. Now we live in such a crazy world, man. It's just 98% of what the store is poison. It's not food. You keep telling yourself that, but that's why I don't care about anybody that's not growing food. You can kiss my left cheek and right one, and I got some kind of racing stripe back there, and welcome to the jungle. You're going to die. No. If you don't have food. I told you, I'm done with it. You lay next to a 500-ounce gold bar, and you ain't got no racing beans. You ain't gonna care about gold or silver, are you? So thank you, Father, for selling the silver so I can purchase all this things that are being done at the ministry down to the wire here. We're making it happen. So learn how to pull profit, brothers and sisters. No such thing as profits. Remember, profit and profit is different, right? Profit and a profit. You know the difference? Yeah. Christ over dollar sign. How about that? How about that? The Most High over everything. Top of the house. Let it shine. Remember? She's the one I love. Remember? That's what he's going to say. Oh, wise and faithful servant, right? So, saint. Not perfect. I'm not a perfect saint by any means. Didn't say that. Never said I was perfect. So only Father's perfect. Nothing else is perfect. Everything else has darkness in it. So that's why he's sovereign. Only one thing is sovereign. That is the Most High. So that's what I'm here to do. Share the light. Don't hide that light. Don't hide it in a bushel. Can't put it in a safe, right? Lock it up. Give it to the rich man, he'll say, right? Depart from me, I never knew you, you worker of iniquity. So we've all done iniquity. Why did great works and cast out unclean truths in your aletheia agape your name? That's not going to get us anywhere. So I don't think that's what faith is, how you are saved, but you got to die to be saved. So remember, save, put money in the bank, you spend it, it won't be there. It's that easy. All right. Nobody's being saved. You'll send yourself to hell. Once saved, always saved. My left, remember, cheek or testing. How about testes? 1, 2, 3? Oh, well, some Beavis and Butt had to go there, so I don't care. Jimmy Crack Corn, you can't serve two masters, remember? Lord. So, like those two eyes, those two thieves that'll steal your crown hanging on that cross right there in front of your face. You're locked in a box, remember? There you go. Watching the television, too much digits, remember? Liquid crystal television division. Well, remember? Crystals, remember? TVs. Are you watching the black box mirror going around the box, round and round? Are you going round in the sky? Are you spinning? Are you in the sky? Third rock from the sun in the third dimension. That's a Masonic ritual. Like you got 33 vertebrae in the back of your, well, all the way to the top of your neck. Oh. Yeah, baptism is not by water. That's a halakha ritual made up by the Pharisees. So there's no, that's a dipping, and a baptism is an overcome from the inside out under this testament. Remember, because he's inside us, and he never was in the sky. And bapto or baptizo is to be overcome inside and out, completely overcome, not dipped. So dipping's not going to get it done with a red pitch or stain. Remember, he was told to baptize the ark, Noah, and if he had one single pinhole, think about it, captain cannot sleep at night knowing there's a pinhole leak in his ship, right? Yeah, that's right. Let's thank you for Noah. Remember, he prayed with Father 126 years. They scoffed at the old man. Never really read a book of Luke. It rained, right? But okay, but yeah, decades they scoffed at him, but then he had to still build that boat. They don't send boats. There's none of this. He's going to send you a boat, send you a boat, send it. No, you have to build the boat. Yeah, you have to put legs on faith. That's right. Maranatha, he said, until I return. Get up off your ass. So when an ass is somebody cannot be moved, like the earth. The earth is the ruled, and the ruled cannot be moved because they are the greatest of all time. Remember, maggots, flies, TikTok, rot brain, whatever. Yeah. That's the same thing, brothers, sisters. So he doesn't dwell in temples made by hands. A bapto or baptizo, like Noah was told to baptize the ark inside and out, it would have not afloat with a red pitch, stain or die. Notice in the definition, no water. So you're watered down. That's what he said. Eat of the meat, drink of the milk, not watered down. So there is no water baptism. It's not even in the definition. It's a halakha ritual, and he had John, remember, Yahukanan, if you want to use the letter J, there's, remember, he came out of, okay, but anyways, remember, baptize the ark inside and out, or it would have sunk. So we thank Father for putting that still voice inside of Noah's head, praying with him and listening, and that he still had to put the legs on faith. Okay, a baptism is not by any other means, but by a completely overcoming. And it's, think about it as a cucumber. Does a cucumber become a pickle when you dip it in the brine? You can go get dipped every day. Oh, we like to get baptized in water. Remember, he dipped him, Yahukanan, John, where I am. Okay, John and Jesus. I'll say your stupid little Babylonian names, okay? John did not dip Jesus in the River Jordan. There we go with another J here, with the triple J Jesus. Sounds like a ranch or something. Okay, anyways, yeah, I know that in the manger, and they do have sex with beasts. Yeah, that's your orgy Jesus, but we'll go back to your silly little bapto or it's by definition, brothers and sisters. Remember, he dipped him in there so they'd hang him from a tree. Remember, Romans couldn't hang a Roman citizen. Nothing good could come of Nazareth, because the northern tribes, the Sumerian tribes, that was like the ghetto of the day, Compton, whatever, Chicago, whatever, it was the ghetto, okay? And so they would hang him from a tree so he could fulfill this covenant with his bride. Water baptism was not, it's a halakha ritual by the Pharisees. Not a true baptism is long suffering, to be overcome inside and out completely. So to be baptized is just like salvation. You can't be saved. You have to endure to the very end, last breath, till you die, and he'll come pick you up. Then you're saved. You're an idiot. Redemption, right? That doesn't come until that's a process. You have to go through the, remember he said you must endure to the end to be saved. Huh? Nobody's being saved. So how about to be rebuked? That's Father is what rebukes. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Shut up. There's no name. There is no Jesus. Rebuke means you stop and do 180 degrees, turn around from what you start or stop doing. And Father will do it. It's like that thorn in the side that doesn't have to say anything, but it just nags at you and it won't go away. Think about it, brothers and sisters, right? Maybe a pebble in your shoe. You think you're Princess in the Pea. You got to stop to get that thing out of there because you can't keep marching, right? Whatever. Me and a soldier. So, baptism, brothers and sisters, is by fire, tribulation, suffering, not doves. See, you're an idiot. Holy Spirit truths. Doves and many angelic creatures. Get the hell out of here. You sound like a freaking one of your Reiki Jesus. Get your Casper the Friendly Jesus away from me. So anyways, brothers and sisters, the definition of baptism is bapto or baptizo, to be overcome completely inside and out with a red pitch, stained blood, or die. Okay? You don't know what demon is. You don't know the definition of demon. That's funny. You have the name Ruach Hokadesh Alathea, and you don't even speak any Hebrew or Greek, do you? Brothers and sisters, look at this. I warn you of these vipers. Remember, they'll come in my name saying they are Christ, and they will be deceived saying they are Jesus. All this nonsense. Remember, there's no Jesus. There is no Christ. He didn't even say that, but we'll speak these stupid words. Remember, a distributor of fortunes or lies is this word right here, but it didn't say demon. It said demonion, and that was a compliment in scriptural, historical, and biblical record. Yeah, a demon. They pray to their ancestors. They thought they could open up portholes and communicate by offering fortunes, by having sex with man, beast, and woman to their deity, Jesus Christ. Idiots, man. Father, I'm ready when they're ready to take me home. These people are idiots, man. Most people are evil and go to hell. Most people don't even know the definitions of what the hell they're talking about. So just like this Holy Spirit, the holy is the word ruach. So you don't even speak any Hebrew, or do you speak any Greek, do you? Remember, Spirit, Ruach HaKodesh,
Do you speak any Greek? That's the word aletheia, truth. Do you speak any truth, aletheia? You can't handle the truth, can you? You can't handle it because you speak like a dragon, like a serpent. The definition is demonion. It was a compliment. Remember, they prayed to their ancestors that they could open up the portholes on December 25th after a whole week of marinating their man, with sex in a manger with beast, man and woman, man on beast, beast on what? Are you learning anything there, Holy Spirit? See, your name doesn't mean anything. You don't even have any Shem. It's not name. Shem. It says Shem. Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Are you learning anything? Or are you stubborn like an ass, somebody who can't be moved? He's manifesting. See? No definition. None. Like priest eat meat on Sunday. Get it? None. No definition. So give us the definition. Revelation 9:11. Because after this, you got to go. You already got your. I'm loving you like Father tells me to do. No, I don't love you. I'm doing what Father tells me. In Revelation 9:11 says they have an angelos, the revelation angelos, the king, an angelos of the abyss. That is the word hell in your foreign little childish dialect that you speak, your little dragon tongue, alien tongue. Tell everybody what the definition of hell is there. He's manifesting Holy Spirit truths. Said, I do not think I came to bring peace. I came to bring sword division. This is going to cut this man right to the quick core, right to the marrow. Watch. Split out all these lies. That's the word demonion. Unclean, aletheia, unclean truths. He cast out, remember? So go ahead. Everybody's waiting. Everybody's watching you. Holy Spirit truth. You have been given more here than most people are ever given in this ministry. We toss 98% of the people out here in the first 2 times. They don't produce fruits. You're a bad apple already. You don't have any aletheia truth, Hokadesh spirit, and you're not ruach. I'm working it back for you. You even told you. I already asked you for what the definition of hell is, and you're slower than Christmas, right? That's Christmas, the deity to Christ Mass, eat flesh, drink blood, vampism, cannibalism, have sex with beasts, your orgy Jesus, Casper the friendly Jesus. He's got a demon. He doesn't even know the words. He's no definition of the words. Think about what a lie people live, right? He's got this covering of Holy Spirit truths, but doesn't speak a lick of Greek. Remember, oligos, o poquito, no español. Probably definitely an American. How do you know he's an American? He only speaks one language. There you go. You have to tell us the definition or get out of here. Even the moderators are watching you. See, this isn't some religious channel. We want the definition of the words that are in the scripture. So give us the definition of the Revelation 9:11 Son God of 9/11 locked in the 7th king that was being revealed as you speak in the book of the Apocalypse. As you speak, you live in those jots, yods, and tittles. Oh my God, he's manifesting. No, I don't go on dates with men. Don't follow mandates, codes, or ordinances. Nope. Not going to yoke me to the stock exchange. Nope. I don't fill out federal tax dollars. Federal's Express, right? Like the banksters, you give a man a gun to rob a bank, give him a I'm making, he'll rob the world, huh? You're going around in a circle, aren't you? Going too fast for you? Faster than the speed of sound at 1,040 miles an hour. Can't even give me the definition of hell. Come in here with the name Ruach Holkadesh Alathias and doesn't even know anything about the yods, the cosmos. Remember the orally arrangements of the yods that are he's put in his header. Remember? The top of your doorway, pay 5 shekels to the king, or I'll kill your firstborn. If you don't have a sacrifice of lamb and have your post the head of your doorway marked in blood. I think this person, remember mark, the word mark, there's just between marked and sealed. The word mark is actually the word krak in the Greek, krak or character. The word sin is to be off the mark. I think this person is definitely off the mark. Anybody else disagree? Anybody else agree? Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Put a 2 in the chat or tell them to kick rocks if you don't. So coming in with the name. Oh, I got saved by angelic beings and doves. All up in the club, clover like doves. And I'm going to do the dove on you. Watch. You don't know what a dove is, so we'll spin a dove. How about that? Somebody was bouncing their head there in the background. I heard your head bobbing. So, oh, I know, huh? No, come in here. But think about that. They probably go into most of these Christian channels and they suck up to somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Oh, angelic, huh? You know, what are you, evangelist? Angelic. Angels don't have wings. They're maxi patty on your period. Moon, lunar tick. Get it? Moon. Some ladies call it their moon. Not many. You know anybody who calls it their moon, ladies? Any ladies moon? Mooner? Or do you jot? Remember period? Oh, my bad. So whatever. I have a different understanding of dialects. Remember? I got that alien, right? No, it's not foreign. Oh, yeah. Where are you from? I'm from my mom. She made me. My father created me, so I'm just trying to work it backwards for you. And my dad. My dad is not my father. Oh. Hey, what happened to Elton John there? We lost Elton John, Mr. Piano Man. Remember? In fact, it's cold as hell. What happened there, Rocket Man? You've been screwing around corners. You must have taken the exit stage left like the Rockets, right? Oh, into the drink. Or maybe into the celery, boys. Just ran her off into the celery. Terrible. Sick. Oh, my gosh. What an apostasy. That ain't no different than all of them. They're all, remember, it don't matter if they're Catholicism, which is Satanism. They all follow the Pope Papa. Christians do it, remember? Catholics, Catholicism is the deadly head wound that was healed because they go after Sun God, Jesus Christ, Satan, Mithra, Beelzebub, Nimrod, Cupid, and February the same God. January, Giannis, the one with the bookend, say something, do something else, remember? Yeah, Mr. Taco Bender. January, Giannis, Julius, Augustus, all this lunar tick worship of sun gods, Apollyon, remember? The sun god, Bel. Like rip off the bell room and make a new bell room. As above and so is below. So, Jezebel. No, Jesus is Satan. I hate Jesus. I hate Jesus. I hate Jesus. I hate Jesus. I hate getting fish hooked by Jesus. Hooked on phonics work for me. So. Oh, brothers, sisters in the Hodos, remember, that's in the way, and remember to be narrowed, remember Theolobo, to be pushed from both sides, not loved by the world, but hated. I hate Jesus. Oh my gosh. You send them in droves, don't you, Father? Most people go to hell. Remember, the last guy couldn't even give us the definition of hell. He curved off like a rocket. Remember Mr. Cock Rocket, Mr. Elon Muskrat, stinky muskrat. So I'm sitting here with sick minds. Oh, you put the February thing. Oh, look, you busted a nut in your back, broke back mountain. The heart symbol is the symbol of butt love, of sodomy. You just don't enter or overstand symbolism. Remember? Revelation 9/11, sun god, Bell that's locked in the pit. We got another one, brothers, sisters. We got another one in here. Somebody has no definition in them. None. February is Lupercalia, you idiot. That's Satan. January, the one I was just talking about, the one that burst on December 25th in the middle of the winter, Jesus Christ. You're an idiot. Get away from me. You don't know what you're talking about. You're an uneducated, simple, lame man, woman. It doesn't matter. Would you take off your Peter and sew it to your forehead? Now you're a unicorn or something. Get away from me. Or a unicycle, right? A little clown out here on the tightrope walking. Getting tired of the donkey elephant show? Stock up on the lamb. Yeah. Not Jezebel, bull. You're full of it. So you must want to be these people from India. You're sacred and you don't eat the bull, right? No. Oh, you little third eye blind crew. So. Oh, good stuff there, Ziggy. What happened at the old hospital? I don't like going to the hospital. I have to go tomorrow, man. I have to go to the surgeon tomorrow. So what's going on there? Ziggy and Garfield. And what was the dog's name, man? I forget the dog's name. Oh, no, it's Ziggy Marley, man. He's Rasta man. No, just kidding. Deep down in the earth, where me put me ganja, Babylon come. Said a ganja, 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 ganja. Oh, my God. Snapped into my own nom there for a minute. Oh, freaking. It's just a bird, man. I don't speak bird. All right, what's going on, man? What's happening with your child? I don't like going to the hospital. That's where dead people and sick people go. So I try to avoid hospitals and doctors. Snakes up a pole, 2 of them. Oh, Woody, thank you. Yeah, I apologize, man. It's been so long since I've watched any kind of anything. Okay, but what's going on with them, Ziggy, if you don't mind me asking? I'm not a doctor, but I have been a first responder. Remember, I'm a prior law enforcement. I'll put your guts back in your body before the paddy wagon, hopefully. Maybe the peaches and lemons instead of cherries and blueberries show up. That's me. I've choked the cherries and blueberries, and you don't want the paddy wagon because that means you're DOA. So. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. No, bullshit. He's not. I don't want to hear him put my foot down. They try to put me on Ritalin. It means he's got an open mind. So some of the greatest minds didn't think like everybody else. They could think out the box. There's nothing wrong with your son. I got ADHD. I'm high functioning, whatever, bipolar, freezer, Polar Express. I've got all of that, whatever. Remember, hyperactive. They remember Ritalin. What is the other one they call me? Schizophrenic. Oh, I got multiple personalities. I even got ADHD, home security. Right? Get Paul Blart, the mall cop in here. And we need some security in here. Hello, I'm feeling a little insecure. Can you help me out there, Ziggy? You got any security for me? Yeah, it's a label. You're right. There's nothing wrong with your child. Always, there are people who have mental disabilities, but ADHD is so they label because your child won't listen probably and want to go. It's just normal. Every child learns at a different rate. They want them to sit there like an android in front of a screen. So move to Idaho. Go move to Idaho. You don't have to homeschool your children in Idaho. That's all I can tell you. I would have ever told you. I just said earlier in the stream, if I had a child, I'd move back to Idaho because they don't have any. You're not going to tell me what I can teach and not teach to my kids. And that's normally what starts in the school. I'm telling you, I know this stuff. I've seen it. It's disgusting. Not wrong. I hate to say it, but that's where they started. Oh, something's wrong with him. He won't sit still. He won't listen. Yeah, because you guys are boring the hell out of him with a bunch of propaganda. His mind's probably knowing it's not right. He's figured it out. That was me in school. I didn't listen. I was like, oh, this is a bunch of hogwash, dude. This is a bunch of crap. My dad said, man, they're not going to teach you how to make money here. If you pass your classes, I won't beat you and cut you up and throw you out in the trash. You have to pass your classes or I won't, you're not going to have my same last name. So go pass your class. I don't care if you didn't go to school, go learn. If you have questions, bring your homework home. Do your homework and I'll teach you. But otherwise, I'm not there to learn. You need to know how to read and write, but they're not going to teach you how to make money. I'll teach you how to make money. I'll teach you how to survive and live on the streets so you don't get your ass whooped every time you go out the door because your mom wanted to name you Tracy. And now you're a white boy in the coming to the 70s, or first part of the 70s, your name is Dick Tracy Wiener. And so everybody wants to beat you up and call you a girl. And so you can't fight everybody that you see, I want to prepare you on you're going to go in the world. And the first minute you step out my door, the world's going to chew you up and spit you out. You know that, son? You better be ready. You didn't grow up. You're growing up in the concrete jungle. You're not born in some little hick town in the middle of nowhere where the world is flat. Because when people leave town, they never come back. You're in front of everybody. And everybody out there is going to stomp you into the ground. There's always somebody bigger than you, stronger than you, and it's probably the little guy that's going to stomp your ass. So don't think size has anything to do with anything. And my dad was a big guy, Big John. He was over 500 pounds when he died, okay? He wasn't a small man, so I definitely had to look up to him, but not like that. But either way, this is how I grew up. So they wanted to put me in a freaking Ritalin. Remember? They did the same thing. My dad said, hell no, you ain't put my son on that crap. You know, he's got issues, but he's fine. Just make him learn, make him listen. If not, I'll whoop his ass when he gets home. And if you want me to sign something, you need to whoop him there, you can whoop him there too. So if I needed, I got whooped. I didn't get beat. It came from being beat to get whooped. There's a difference between getting beat and never mind. We'll leave that alone. But so tired of labels. That's what it's a big. They'll be fooled by pharmakia, sorcery, snakes up a pole. That whole thing is a scam. I told you they used to think people that had that had a seizure had a demon. Yeah, remember you bless people because they thought people who sneeze had a porthole who opened, and you bless them because they thought they had a demon. The problem is you're in the system. Your child's in the system, man. I hate to say it to you, Ziggy, but I'm not wrong about what I'm trying to tell you, man. Yeah, you need to move to Idaho, Ziggy. Get the hell out of that state that you're in. I'm sure there's other states, but look at Idaho. You don't have to. They can't do that to your children. They can stay home and you can teach them whatever the hell you want. So you can get the luxury. My dad said, remember, if you don't pass your class, I'll cut you up, put you out in the trash. You have the same last name as me. Don't give me no bad name. But my dad was pretty straight. Remember, he was not. It was different times than it is today. So it's so bad for these children not to go through this propaganda where they get told about Raggedy Ann and Andy, cutting off Andy's, buttons and so on. And Jill wants Andy's buttons and Jack wants Jill's pockets. This is ridiculous what they teach. This propaganda. You're allowing your child to be proper. Well, how do I do it? Well, you keep going to work and doing that work thing, and you keep thinking you're going to let them control your children because you're going to keep trying to go on the rat race. You're never going to get caught up. By the time you actually maybe get cut, your children are going to be propagandized. So I'm glad I didn't listen in school. I told you about 98% of what I learned in school was a bunch of crap. So I'm telling you, it sucks, man. You live in a country where they won't not. You could just move to another country and they wouldn't do that to you. Think about it. It's this country, Ziggy. It's this country. And look, brother, you've been here a long time. Something snapped in me, and I'm not going to come with anything other than just straightforward with everything. I'm not been beating around the bush, but I'm going to tell you what's the problem. You're sending your children to public school. That's your problem. But I can't. Yeah. Now you're in a place where they say if you don't say you can't, do they have to propaganda? You better get the hell out of that place. You're going to continue to stay there, Ziggy. You see what I'm saying? I don't feel sorry for you then at all. Love you, stay here, produce, but I don't feel sorry for you at all, man. You got to do something. You got to grow food. You got to get out of the system. You got to make the attempt. Thanks for sharing, man. I apologize. They do this crap to our children and just go into the doctor's office is intimidating. Sit there. You get your children to go to the doctor when they're sick, not when they're just a little rambunctious and they don't want to sit still and they don't want to, pay attention as much. No, because they want to act like a freaking android, like a robot and be programmed. Sit there. We don't need no education. In Oregon, they don't even have to be able to read or write to pass high school. What the hell? So they just want them there to propagandize them. They're not teaching them to learn. They're teaching them to be good worker bees. That's right. We don't need no education. So I know, and that's what I'm saying. And you take everything what I said with a grain of salt. I'm not saying anything here that, is because you're my brother. Why would I sit there and lie to you, pussyfoot around and candy coat things? I wouldn't do that. Everybody's going through this, Ziggy. And everybody just keeps shutting up about it. Why isn't as a whole, or in the state that I live, remember if your child was doing the zishin, doing the right? You get thrown in jail, like you just said, right? If they want to become Raggedy Ann wants to become Andy, or Jack wants Jill's pocket and Jill wants Jack's button, and they start doing that because they learn that at school, and you get in the way, they'll throw you in jail. Don't tell me they haven't. This is an apostate nation. Everything about America is disgusting, filthy, nasty, horrible. This country is disgusting because it happens in most states. Like I said, yeah, I wouldn't do that to anybody. I just can't candy coat things, man. I'm just not that guy. So You've been here long enough, Ziggy, but thanks for letting us share this, because a lot of parents have gone through this, right? I did. I homeschooled lives for a long time. And like I said, I had to move to Idaho too. I didn't want them around it more than one time. Like I said, I moved to Idaho because I didn't want them around it. So I just, I let him kind of tell me too, as far as when he did want, to play sports, and he did go to public school, but yeah, oh my God, dude, I don't know what the hell that just was. No, dude, that was a freaking pop from hell. Yeah, Ziggy, every parent in America is not going through this, because most don't care. They just go to work and just try to get, go along to get along. And they don't even see what's happening. This isn't the school, program that we got programmed with. We got programmed too. Remember, we go with the flow, be a good student, do what everybody else says. Don't go get out of the school, go with the flow. Remember, got to go with the flow. We went to the moon, right? We landed on the moon. Oh, we got a crazy one over here. This guy says we didn't land on the moon. He's not going with the flow like everybody else, what he was taught in school. They taught us that Neil Armstrong, we went to the moon, right? That's what we learned in school. So everybody says that. So you got to go with the flow, right? Put your currency in the bank and be a good debt slave, right? Get nailed to the stock exchange, go to work, pay your debt dollars, your slave labor, so they could war and kill Iranian children, Ukrainian children, Yemenis children, Lebanese children. Oh yeah, children all around the world with your tax dollar too. While you're at work and your children being propagandized, you're killing people in other countries. This country, America, is so awesome, isn't it? I just love the death and destruction that happens to our children's mind. Then we teach them these horrible things that they teach them in school, like Christmas, where all of them do it. And if your children doesn't celebrate Christmas, see how this works? Then your child is a freak in school. Oh yeah, if your child doesn't bring Valentine's Day cards or gifts or crackers or cookies or some kind of sugar nonsense, oh, your child's a weirdo. What's wrong with your child? Oh, what are you, Jehovah's Witness? You put some kind of stupid label on you, right? You can't get away with it. That's what this country is all about. Propagandizing you, making you go to work, and enslaving your children while you're at work and propagandizing them. It happened to me. I made it out of the system, but I told you, because I didn't listen. I heard them, but I didn't listen. So apologize that you're going through this, but this is happening across this country right now, and that's why it continues to go on and on, because nobody stands up to it. Remember, I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the corporation of the disgusting, filthy corporations, state of Israel, the United States of Israel, right? We'll leave it there. So, there's just no God in this country anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. But see, like I said, whatever, like I said, see, seriously, I would move states. If I was somewhere where I knew they were going to propagandize my child, move. I know it's not easy. I would move. I would get the hell out of that state. I would not stay in a state where they're going to sit there and force me to propagandize my child. Even when my son did go to school, I didn't let him vaccinate my child. I didn't say, nope, I got some religious exemption. Nope, you're not going to do that. I'm not going to let him be jabbed. You're not going to do that to him. I don't care, or he won't go to school. I'm not going to jab him to send him to school. I'm not going to let you put the body parts of other children in my son just to send him to school. I got to play mom and dad. So I'm not, not going to let, normally they say the mothers allowing their children to be injected with other children's body parts to go to school. So don't do it. It's hard, brother. I know, man. This world sucks we live in America is so horrible. This happens, guys. You go to work, you're trying your ass off to live the American dream. The pursuit is not guaranteed of happiness. And your children are being propagandized, and you're barely making ends meet. So you can't do anything about it. You hardly even get time. You go pick up the KFC chicken, do nothing, lift weights all day, chicken for them or whatever, this genetically modified food. You don't even sit at a dinner table anymore. Talk to them. It's hard to have even a relationship with children. They're so out of touch. You let them grow up with an iPad. Children at 1 or 2 years old know how to do all this. Dude, how? It's disgusting. They're raised by freaking iPads and stuff. And then you put them in school and they stick in front of a box all day long. You wonder why your children act the way they do. They're confused. I would be too, It's a hard world for these children to grow up in. What happened to the world where we cared more about the world than children? My dad wanted a better world for me. His dad wanted a better world for him. I'm sure his dad, my great grandpa. Where do we stop caring about the world that our children grow up to? Oh, we'll just let the presidents print $1 trillion every 100 days. That's, they grow up with more debt every single day. These children's lives have been sold out so we could get COVID checks and we could live it all up now, consume 40% of the resources as 3% of the populace. This will end one day, brothers and sisters. You better be on the right side of history, is all I can tell you. Because you go by the system, judge that shall be judged. That's right. The system you go by, the system you let your children go by, the system, you're supposed to put up for your children's children. That's like, oh, propaganda, huh? Yeah, don't let that happen. They will do that to their children's children, huh? Yep, same lies, propagation like succulents, huh? Sucker. You're a little dry in water. So, doing just fine. Time for some more water. Right on time, sucker. No, don't worry. When you run out of that one, you little lollipop Christian, I got another one there for you, dumb. Oh, friggin' Christ. All right, we're going to have to get off here. What time is it? I have to get up pretty. I'll probably take good. How long we get off? I was tired before I got in there, so. Almost 11. Oh, nice. Good. All right, brothers and sisters, I better go. Thanks for supping with me. I said don't sup with people who drain your energy or inject you. Don't add or take away. Vipers or dragons, you know what I'm saying? Vampires or vipers, same thing. People want to inject you with something or add or try to take away from Father's word. Don't let that happen. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get out of the system, brothers and sisters. You see, the system is the problem. The system is the problem. So, I have an option for you, Ziggy. You have a place here. You could homeschool them here. You'd have to go through their homeschooling in Oregon, but at least you can monitor and not give them a lot of that crap. North Lake's a pretty good school out here I'm at. It's not perfect, but it's a hick town, so it's barely any kids, but you are welcome to come here and homeschool your kids at this property. You're just fighting a cost. Come here. I don't want your money. There's no cost here. Okay. There is. You got to work if you want to eat, but I'm saying you can cut all that cost out. Don't care. Figure out a way. Rent your house out. You've got a mortgage, or you know what I'm saying? There's ways you can get your children out from underneath that. Father is throwing an option at you right now. Okay. Through this ministry, you have it. It's always been here. I'm going to keep throwing this guys at you. One of you might take it eventually, or I'm moving the ministry down south. I have time, so it's not. Remember, I'm not going to get out of here overnight, but you have an option. Talk with the lady, and this is a place where you can get your cost to zero, where you don't need cost. You can start thriving, put money back and time back in your pocket, hang out with your kids, take them around here and let them be little redneck, little high desert rats. So little rug rats, you know what I'm saying? But grow your food for them. Stop feeding them. Grow every bit of food. There's plenty of room here to grow all the food you need for them. Stop feeding them food from the grocery store. That could be done here, man. Yeah, there's room to do it. With a little bit of effort, it could be done. Imagine your children eating actual food, not this goyim slop.
especially what they feed them in the school lines. You think that's good food? No, it's not. They feed them the same crap. Might as well be prison food. Some places do both. Not many, but there are. Same squares. So, but you have the ability to come here. You know that you've been here long enough. This land's paid off. I'm putting amenities out here. There'll be electric out here, septic out here, flushing toilets. We're stepping the game off and on the grid. Get some solar panels. Get some, you know what I'm saying? Get some, you know, and we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Go back to source, Ziggy. Okay, so I'm gonna put that option out here for you. Okay, if you need to talk to her, say, hey, I found a place, honey, we can go. I don't know what your bill situation. A lot of people have a lot of bills, but you can. There are jobs where you can earn income outside of this small town. There's farm work out, so there's some good pay out here. Pardon me. If you're mechanically inclined at all, you could do mechanic work out here. I bet you make $500 a day. I don't care. Get on YouTube. Look at just get on YouTube and don't take off any covers, heads, anything. Just do hanging parts. I could make a job just getting on the internet and looking at, okay, how do I fix that? Okay, well, let me see how somebody did that once or twice. Well, okay, don't do that. Look at all the, you know, those hack videos, a lot of them, how they do it faster without compromising. You know, there's a lot of information at your fingertips right now. That's just one thing. You make $500 a day cash. You know, that's more than a doctor makes. You know, there's more ways to do it. I told you, build some cabins out here. We'll help build some cabins out here, rent them out, and just sit on your ass out here and enjoy life. Get your life back, get your time back. Go take your kids to do things that you want to do with them. You know, there's dunes out here. Go ride out with them on the largest set of inland sand dunes in North America. You know, there's fishing and hot springs, and I don't want this place a freaking outdoor paradise. I don't need to go in. You know what I've talked about before. There's so much to do here to keep their minds busy and keep them focused and keep them not thinking about all the disgusting things that are going on. And you can take them in. Bend's a decent city. It really is. I don't like any city, but it's just different. It's just a very different city. It's low crime. There is crime there, but it's not like most cities. It's very different. Bro, you scare me. Well, guess what? You're not my brother. If you're scared, go to church, child. Grow up. You know what scares me? People just like you. They're afraid of, you know, a fly, a maggot. Get out of here. I don't even need a second comment from you. Okay. It sucks that you have the name Daniel and is a magi. Daniel is a magi, and obviously you don't even have an eye to see. So, but there's ways out of the system, brothers, sisters. Father, through this ministry, has provided land. There are buildings here. It's not perfect, but I'm putting this. It's on the grid now, so I am going to have an address here probably in the next week or two, an address where we can have FedEx come down here and deliver stuff. UPS. Finally get that avocado green toilet lid that I wanted. Right, I'm gonna have to wait on that till I get some more funding, but you know, get some you know, 1 foot in the system, 1 foot out of the system. So that's what I recommend. Anybody who comes here to keep 1 foot in the system as long as you can and keep gaming the living snot out of the system until you can't. And when the new system comes, you just step out it. Bye. New system comes, you don't like it, and you don't have 1 foot out of the system. You're going in the new system. Bye. And it's already coming. It's already here. It's sucking people in every day. So look at people going to work, letting their kids be propagandized, not even trying to eat decent food, not trying to grow anything of their own, just being the beasts, being part of the beast, not really doing anything, just going along to get along, just being a NPC, non-player character. The hell, I couldn't get that one to come out there. I had a 404 error there. 404 error, jam my computer, but nope, not even going to try to get out of that. It's nothing, no skin in the game whatsoever, huh? NPC. So it's all right. I'm going to ride you guys'
you know what's here every day until you do something about it in your neighborhood. Start growing it, figuring it out. I already gave you options. There's homesteaders right around you, places to check out of the system. Already get a skill set. You could be bringing home skills, probably free. You'd have to work, you know what I'm saying, but you know, free range chicken eggs, goat, sheep, whatever they're raising, and teaching you a skill. And not coming here. You don't have to come here, but there is a place here for the ministry. Somebody, you have to be a subscriber here for a minute. We're not just gonna let people come out here like that. That's not how it works. So we'll definitely write paperwork up. There'll be paperwork on everything, so there's nobody gets screwed. I'm not wanting to do anything without paperwork for both sides. When you find something really good, get paperwork on it. Learn that now, okay? Seriously. If you find something that's decent, that's good, get paperwork on it. Does that make sense? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense to anybody. It's almost like a prenup. I don't mean to go there, but people, well, whatever. You want to marry truth to a lie, so you're okay with that. Anybody get it? Nobody gets it? Nobody won? Okay, good. All right. You want to put it in paper, man. Put it on paper so you can protect yourself. Put it on paper. When you find something good, get paper on that. So you got yourself covered. If not, you're screwed, right? Too good to be true. It probably is. They put some paperwork on it. Now you can make it happen. Okay? Put paperwork on things like that in the future, brothers and sisters. Contracts are, you know, sometimes even legally binding in Oregon is verbal. A verbal contract could be binding in the state that I live in. So, but get paperwork on something so you can cover your butt and cover, you know what I'm saying? So just so you know, anything you come out here through the ministry, we'll put paperwork on it. So we're all covered, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's covered. That way nobody walks away with some unknown stuff. I've seen people make a lot of mistakes, brother, sister, doing this. You know what I'm saying? Inviting somebody to your house, your property, your home is a big deal. It's huge. It can backfire so bad for a lot of people. But you know what? Half is what I see. The other half are living the dream. They are having the hands they need. They're working and collaborating together. Oh, yeah, I don't want any money. I'm really ready to walk away, Ziggy, from the possessions. I told you, I just want to go on the road and share the agape. I'm ready to leave the ministry. I don't have to go to Ecuador, but I just think it'd be better for the ministry to move the ministry down there if I can't get anybody to come here, because I can do that down there. And we can still have this online ministry. It'll be a year or two later. Ziggy could still be here. Sabrina could still be here, but everything's going to be fine, guys. Just start growing food. Just start growing food. That's all. If you don't do anything else right now, keep supping with the word. Don't sup with those, you know, but start growing some food, man. Food's going to get a lot more expensive. The cycle, the Kali Yuga cycle is dipping into a minima. It is what it is. Food's not getting cheaper. You know, we should be collaborating together so we don't have to ask for anything. We could just come together and unite and be such a team. You know what I'm saying? It's possible, brothers and sisters. It is. So maybe it's going to take a little bit longer, but I just want to be honest with you, brothers and sisters. How much worse are you waiting for this world to get before you actually do something about it? I did something about it 10 plus years ago, okay, 15 years ago, and I'm not better than you. I'm just saying, some of us go ahead and take that leap, and we're doing. I've been knocked down, got back up multiple times since then too. So don't act like that time. You know, I know it's it's not easy to do, brothers, sisters, to make a big move like that. But sometimes that first step, if you ever done something challenging, it's that, and then you like, man, I should have done that all along. I like this is so, oh my gosh, why did I waste so much time? You know what I'm saying? Because to me, I don't know how the presidents look at. I mean, look at what's going on with this current administration. These wars we're involved in. We just bombed a country that's never bombed us. This is time we should be pulling back. And you don't think Iran watches us? You don't think these other countries aren't watching us? They're going to know that there's these separate factions. You know, like I heard somebody say the other day, Rose Sisters, they said, hey, if you want to know where to go get, like in the end, where to get stuff from people, and I don't promote this, brother, sister, they said, but it's somebody from China who lived in China, moved here, and moved back to China because he says this place sucks. It's not free. I'd rather live under socialism, communism. You guys got poor people. We don't have poor people like you. Our poor people can afford to live. Yeah, our cost of living is way different than you remember. It's $1,200 to rent a room in most cities. $1,000 to rent a room, for Christ's sake. They used to freaking be a mansion for $1,200. It's ridiculous. Like I said, that $7 T-bone that I put away in 2019, brothers sisters, right for the Vidco, whatever. It's a $27 T-bone now. How much worse does it have to get before you do something about it? I don't get what people are waiting for. I already made my move a lot. Remember America Ever After? Now I'm living what I knew would happen. I started eating my freeze-dried food because this is the apocalypse. Remember, not the end of the world. So I was like, hell with it. Nobody's going to come eat this stuff. I got food for 50 people for, 5 years. I'm going to eat this stuff up now. Some of it rotated out of the stock, starting, damn, where'd this come from? I didn't know I had that. That's really good. I would have never eat that. I bought that for somebody else. I bought so much stuff, guys, for other people through the years. People always ask me, why are you buying that? You don't even have size 13 shoes. Dude, those are like a brand new pair of size boots. Someday I'll have somebody that needs boots just like that. And I had, remember, tents full of this. I had it all taken from me. Started all over again. So don't tell me you can't do it. I got everything taken out of here but my tent. I bought 15 years of collecting, had everything I needed to come out here and do a massive off-grid, everything. I mean, I had a lot of high dollar preparedness stuff. My younger brother took it all from me. And whatever he didn't take, the locals came picked off because the cops told me the people here, oh, well, he is not coming back. So whatever. So people like to make up stories like the neighbor made up stories about me or whatever, but that's okay. I talked to him too. He's not around anymore, but I think he passed. But again, brothers, sisters, there's options, okay? And don't do anything over quickly, okay? Always think about things, act with some reservation, be calm, methodical. The devil's in the details. Don't miss details. You'll be going back, and it's like leaving one cotter pin out or something, and you get going too fast. You leave that cotter pin out, the whole thing's going to come apart, right? Devil's in the details, so don't rush to panic, do anything. None of this is a panic. We are not at the end of the world. It's a good thing to be a part of this ministry is that, I don't pitch anything into the world. As a matter of fact, I tell you, I put away food for 25 years from now because I don't think the world is coming to an end tomorrow, right? Oh, you're one of those preppers. You think the world's going to come to an end. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get another freeze dryer so I can put up more food for another 25 years from now because I think I'm going to live for another 50 years, possibly. I don't want to be here right now, but I want to make it like I am going to be here for another 50. So if that's your mentality, like I said, stay here. Don't go anywhere. But you might want to mosey your way on to a place where you have some people around you where food is not you have a lot of food security. You don't eat anything out of the store anymore. It would be ideal, wouldn't it? Think about that. Would you rather have a job, a car, a house, does all this American dream, whatever, all these, whatever, fancy little gadgets, or would you rather have a piece of land, food, school, homeschool your children, a little tiny cabin, and a bunch of time? No, keep chasing that American dream. Just keep going round and round. Wonder why you never get ahead, brothers, sisters. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why you don't get ahead because you're not trying to grow anything. You're not taking your independence back. So you'll keep fighting the system. You'll keep going round and round just about the time that you'll be able to do it. And think about it for most people. Oh, time to go Christmas shopping again. And then they go spend all their money and repeat and recycle. And God, I hate this world so much. But I love you, brothers, sisters, and much phileo. I do. I can't thank you enough for your, I told you your time is so much more important than money to me. I need money for the ministry, not for me. And I don't need money for the ministry. Remember, I have paid $100,000 into this ministry so far. At least. That's not including the storm shelter. That is not including the storm shelter. I'm leaving that out. That's separate, okay? You could need that $250,000 to build that storm shelter. So, and I did it with no income. No Social Security, no disability, no veterans benefits, broken the whole time. Literally have multiple breaking, literally with injuries. Enough where they're probably going to have to fuse me together. I'm going to have to major multiple and still did it anyways. So it's like what I did today. Shouldn't have did what I did today. I am freaking hurting right now, but I'm all right. I'll figure it out. I've been worse. So, but please, brothers, sisters, start growing something, okay? This is what Father keeps putting on my heart. Do not talk to people who aren't growing any food right now. You need food no matter what. You can grow better quality food probably than anything you can get at the store right now. It's just garbage. Even if it's just one thing, that's something that will cut off something on that expensive food bill that's probably going to keep going up. So I don't want to see this ministry struggle, in a sense, in the wrong areas. There are areas you're going to struggle, but there's areas that you can fix, and you're not doing anything about it. Be the change you want to see. You don't like something, then do something about it. I talk about things, brothers and sisters, but I've done a lot about it. I'm still making improvements, right? I'm still doing things, but I don't come in here and bitch all day long without having a solution to the same thing. And I would never ask you anything to do that I wouldn't do myself, that I hadn't already done, wouldn't do right next to you, right? I would never ask or do myself. I would never do that. So these things I'm talking about are things that I've actually have. I'm not perfect, but I've experienced. So I wouldn't, and I'm not asking you to be me. You can take the same thing I have here and improve off of it, or maybe you can put it in your own form. That's how I learn a lot of what I know, is taking ideas and mixing and coming up, making my own idea out of multiple people's. That's it, neat. I'll take that, and I'll make that my own, right? That's a one-off kind of guy. Another one like me out there. I'm telling you, you couldn't clone me. You'd know it wasn't me after too long. You'd be like, this is not Pastor Revelation. He just is not, it's not the same consistency. So they can't duplicate. Be that person too, brother, sister. Be ungovernable, man. Be ungovernable. Mind control. Don't let them control your mind. So, think about what I'm telling you too, brothers and sisters. Those of you with have kids, I want to pull, and Father is going to have me cut you right to the core right now. I miss my son so much. Remember, I got thrown in jail over and all that over him. So I know how to take care of a kid as far as without even needing an instruction book, because you just do it because it comes naturally, for Christ's sake. You don't have to be told how to parent your children, right? And I'm not telling you how to parent your children. Just hear me out. If you keep feeding your kid this poison, I'm not going to feel sorry for you. Dude, you're an adult. You can help yourself. These children depend, every stinking thing you put in their face, they depend on you. So keep feeding them that poison that you keep feeding your children, telling yourself it's okay. When Pastor Revelation said you could come here with your kids and grow food here, what else do you need other than food? A building, we have that. Heat, we can figure that out. We can see that all could be figured out. You already made it once in life. You're afraid to start over. Do you have a blanket to sleep with? You made it. You got this fancy miracle device in your hand. You have hot and cold water. Like I've said, at source, kingdoms did not have, queens did not have hot and cold water at source. You have a blanket, you made it. You have a house, you made it. You did good. Job, you made it. I don't care if you had it paid off. You could choose from thousands of channels on television, internet. You made it. You have made it in life. Good job. Nobody's going to tell you, but even though they don't think that you have, because they want you to keep wanting more, chasing that American dream. They're chasing your tail like the Ouroboros, time overlapping itself, never getting ahead. They bank on that. Round and round and round and round and round and round and round on a wheel. Going nowhere fast. Wonder, why can't I get ahead? Because you don't grow anything. You don't make your own power. You didn't dig your own well. Now you got water. You got power. You build a cabin. Now you built your house. What else do you need? You could buy land out here cheap enough, buying a small part-time job and pay it off out here. I overpaid for this property because I paid it off over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter. It's still worth $22,000 something an acre. That's a steal. Whatever. So I wasn't buying it for me. I was buying it for the ministry. So once again, brothers and sisters, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know how much worse this America, if you live in America, needs to get for you'll actually move to the exits and find a place where people are not. You're not going to do well in the future. That's all I can tell you. Maybe you will, but it's not. I'm telling you, you're not. You're failing to prepare is preparing to fail. It's better to have and not need than not have. If you think you're going to go out and do something the first time because you're some natural or Rambo by yourself, survival takes a unity, community. It takes a tribe to survive long term. Short term, sure, but not long term. I know the number one key to survival is community. So, period. It doesn't matter how deep your bunker is or your shelter. It's filled with all these awesome, nomenclatures, and you got bullets for daisies and food and to all these kits and Jace Medical. You got, but you know what? Somebody can come take all that from you, right? Did you walk away from it and go to the woods and now say, "Oh, Father said it says in Scripture, if they come to take what you have, give them the rest of what you own. Don't fight over the dirt." You could start putting these things together now. But again, I can't blame your brothers, sisters, or saying I can't not blame. I don't really care. I don't have any love for you. You keep feeding your kids crap. I switched it up with my son. I fed him, and I wasn't perfect, but I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. And I wasn't perfect, but when I first got my son back, he was malnourished, not being fed properly. And when I got him, I let him go hog wild, kind of like what happened to me. And shouldn't have done that. And he got a little chunky, and he did. He got a little chunky, and you know what I'm saying? But then we curved his diet. I just said, no, we're not going to do this TV sitting down in front and eating a whole damn bag of chips because you're watching something, don't even realize you're eating it. No more eating in front of the TV. If you eat in front of the TV, you have to have a portion of what you're going to eat. That's all you're going to get. No, oh my God, you guys, you ever watch that? I call it TV eating. Do not give your children food in front of a television. That is an absolute horrible thing to do. I call it TV eating. I never realized it. I don't know if you ever heard of this. So I probably get off here, but I don't really have a bedtime, but I did need to lay down. My back is done. You ever seen a kid TV eat? You can do it too yourself. I'm warning you because it's not just them. It's you that can do it. That damn kids can put down, now they're not as full as they used to, but a whole bag of chips sitting there watching a TV program, not even realize they're eating. Anyone have kids, seen them do that? And you could do that your damn self. Get into a blog or something, sitting there and just pound something down. Right? TV eating. Because I want you to know you can do it in front of a screen, brother, sister. Basically, I call it TV eating. Careful of that. I'm telling you, it's real easy to fall into that. It's like a spill. You're just sitting there and you don't even hardly taste the food. It's like hand to face, like you smoke cigarettes. You're just doing it as a habit. So I watched it. I was like, oh, I see what I was doing wrong. And there were some, just certain things, little things that broke his habits, some moved around and he thinned right back up. And, he was, certain things, like I said, I'm glad that I did because he grew, um, accustomed to some things, pretty quickly, and like the changes we actually made, it worked out pretty well too. And he wasn't, like I said, he wasn't being gluttonous. It was me who was being gluttonous, brothers, sisters, with him. You know what I'm saying? By just letting him do what I'd had done to me, just give him open doors to the refrigerator and, or just let him go hog wild, let him eat whatever he wants. And they can't do that. So he was still getting his 3 meals a day, but all the extras, it just was, and I was buying it, a bunch of crap, letting him go, I shouldn't do that. So careful. This happens to adults. It can happen to kids, but do not let them sit in front of a TV with a bag of chips. They'll eat the whole damn bag of chips and not even realize they did it. It's not hard to do. So, kind of be careful about sitting in front of one of these devices because it kind of captures your mind. And when you start mixing food with it, man, I'm telling you, you can inhale a lot of food pretty quick. I've seen people do that. They don't even sit in front of a table anymore, in front of each other at the dinner table. They put out their TV trays. You know what I'm saying? What does that mean? Do I block Bible questions? Well, it depends on which scriptures you are studying. If you study out anything other than interlinear Texas Receptus, you'll probably have a hard time. You'll probably get rejected out of here. So we only study the Greek in the interlinear. We only study the Hebrew in the interlinear. We only studied in the definition from the 12th century where they canonized every word and coded it by number. So we're not like any other ministry you've ever been to. So I love it. I love it. Oh, no, twice. We don't push that nonsense. Sick famine of the word. So 2 times. And if they don't want it, leave them alone. Father heals. Remember, the word does it. So you leave alone. You don't have to worry about healing anybody. Oh, man, goodness gracious, my freaking back neck. So anyways, that's the way this ministry works. If you can't produce fruit, we will throw you out of here. We won't condemn you. Not under this testament. We judge us righteous judgment. The weeds have to grow with the wheat. So we throw you in timeout like a child, because children are meant not to be seen or heard. And when the lights come on, they can come back in the ministry. Hey, what other kids got a hold of their chat or something? People come in there and say something every once in a while, you know, like, what's going on with this person? They're coming off the mail. It might be their kids got the account, and you know, it might be their wife pissed off at them coming in here, or same thing, husband or boyfriend or girlfriend. We don't know. So we won't condemn you, but you have to 100% use your aletheia truth to speak in this ministry. So it's not like any other ministry I've ever been to. So we don't like religion. We hate Christmas. We hate Jesus. We hate the sin the man commits. Remember, because they like to add, like the letter J. It wasn't ever written in the Old or New Testament. So people freak out when you say things they're just not used to, because they've been watered down by religion. So no religion's allowed in here. If you're religious, you'll be tossed out of here too. So any demon nation or denomination that you think you are can surely show that you don't know the gospel. So I'll go anywhere on this rock when Father heals me, right? Gives me the ability, not heals me like that. I got to go have the back surgery, got to build the boat or whatever. And I'll go to every church and I'll show there ain't no gospel. I don't think I could find the gospel in any church. You know what I'm saying? Oh, oh my goodness. So, all right, yes, I better go, guys. I did overwork here today, and I have to go with the neurosurgeon tomorrow and go see the orthopedic. So they're not going to cut on me or anything tomorrow. They're not. They have too much. I have too much things that need to be done before I can have the surgery. But yeah, I'm eventually going to have to go there. So, but again, take care of yourself, brothers, sisters, because you have to endure to the end to be saved. So as hard as he makes it, doesn't matter. It's going to be brutal, and that's the way it is. As this for his bride, my disciples, take up your cross. So that's crucifixion. You're going to be suffering. So if you're loved by the world, to be hated by my Father. So I hope the world hates you, brothers and sisters. I hope this world just can't stand you, and because you go out and point out the aletheia and you share the light, you know. And people don't like the light. They like their darkness. They love their celebrations, their works. They want to candy coat everything. They don't want to define definition aletheia. They don't want to define anything. They're translators. So stay away from translators. Stay away from people who are trying to read to your kids in libraries and cutting off body parts and trapping and tucking. And there's one race, the human race. Treat with people with humanity. You know, in here we don't do races. We don't do color. There is no colors. We're differently have melanin or less melanin in our skin, but that doesn't have anything to do with race. It had to do with how close he put us to the equator equalizer. Remember the equator? Yeah, he pours out that just measure, brothers, sisters. Remember? So 60 rolling out by 2030. It's already started, and the sickness is coming. Okay, but remember, 5G never had anything to do with the internet. So 5G is a military patent. I know I'm a veteran. I'm not a semen sample. I'm not a Navy stuck on a boat with a bunch of dudes. No thanks. Um, it's a weapon patented by the United States Navy. It has nothing to do with your internet. Okay, it has everything to do with absorption of oxygen in your body, in your hemoglobin, your red blood cells, your white blood cells. It has nothing to do with the internet. It has everything to do with oxygen. 60 gigahertz, 60 millimeter wave is 5G. It has nothing to do with the internet. You guys been sold out on. So careful with your 6G nonsense, okay? They're going to try to pull more crap. So there is no 5G. So tell me what 6G is then. Is that the eye in the sky? Mr. Stinky Starlink, it's already here. 2030. Everybody, it's Agenda 2021, Sustainable Development for the 21st Century. Okay? For the 21st century. Okay? That's what it is. They keep moving the goalpost on you. There's no such thing as Agenda 2030. You're going to push that in here too, probably next. I don't think you have any understanding to what they're doing here. Okay? This is all being scripted. Okay, so my questions can't be answered. No, I'm not going to. I didn't even see your question. So did you answer? Did you ask a question? I was trying to get out of here. So I've been doing work all day here at the ministry. So putting the power, we're doing septic. We dropped another building in here. We're pretty busy here. So apologize, missed your question. Might have to answer that on the next one. So, but if you come off as a, somebody who's not even can't even answer a simple question. If I ask you, I sure in the hell won't answer your question. So would you like to answer my question before you go? Give me the definition of hell, and then maybe I'll answer your question. We could have a conversation. Give me the definition of hell. Revelation 9:11 says they have a messenger. That's the definition of angelos, angel. Do you own a lexicon? I don't know. Think you do. So we'll see. By your question, given the definition, Revelation 9:11 says they have a king. Remember, I don't know if you see what I'm saying here. Remember, the king of the seventh king of Revelation that would be revealed is the eighth king. Okay, that's what's going on. That's how it's happening. So, okay. So, goodbye. Come back here, Steve, until you grow up. I asked you to answer my question. You couldn't do it. It's just simple. You can't put your name at the top of the paper. You would never even be in the military. Told you 5G don't have nothing to do with internet, and you're the same kind of person. You wouldn't even make it in the military. You couldn't follow a simple instruction like in school. They tell you to put your name at the top of the paper. Okay. So thanks for your time, but if you can't answer my questions, I'm not going to answer yours. Okay. I didn't see yours. I asked you to answer mine to see if we can even have a conversation, and you just can't even listen. So don't come back here until you grow up. Get a lexicon, get a concordance, and yeah, only the interlinear, and don't come back here until you own all of those. And if, yeah, I'll know that you do, because I'll know by your dialectus glossatug. You won't speak like some religious idiot. Okay. Idiot's not an insult. Okay. So religion's vain. I can crush every one of them. Bring any one of your biblical scholars in here. Watch. Let me show you. They don't have any gospel in them. That's all that matters is the gospel, like Timothy. It adds to your faith. So scroll up, genius. It's there, fool. Okay, now you're going to call me a genius and a fool in the same. Look at this. Anybody have a comment about Steve-O here? You know, Mr. Jackass. You know, remember Steve-O? Look at this, marrying truth to a lie. Mixing. This is an alchemist, brothers. This is a viper, remember? Adding and taking away in the same comment. This is what Father warned you, people, just like Steve. Just like Steve. Look at this. Genius and fool in the same comment. This is an alchemist, brothers and sisters. They call this a Brewster. They used to burn people like this at the stake. Remember, people don't have any idea of their past at all. And when it comes to scripture, nothing. They want to add, right? Or take away. That's a viper, remember? Or a dragon or a vampire. They're vampires. They try to suck the energy, the life out of you. Remember? Aletheia, truth, life. Life. Remember? Horizo is what he said. Horizo. They don't study anything. You'll know them by their fruit. So we got a bad apple in here. So don't come back here ever again, Steve. You can't even put your name at the top of the paper. Remember? Shem is what it says, not name. So if you want to come in here and study the next time, you better shut up. And if you say something, you better think about what you say before you open your mouth in here. If I answer your question, you answer it. Okay? Okay, now look it. Here's again. Here's our. Can you understand? Scroll up. I did answer. You answered me the definition of hell. Did anybody see Steve answer the definition of hell? Did anybody see Steve's definition in the lexicon, in the Greek lexicon? Revelation 9:11 says a messenger, the angelos, the king of Revelation 9:11 of the abyss. So you can't answer what abyss is? Is that you said you weren't sure what abyss was? Is that what we got, Sabrina? So he couldn't answer it? Well, I'm not sure. I don't want an answer. I want yes or no. I mean, what are you going to raise your hand? Confidence, try it for sure. Raise your hand. You like the Mar-a-Lago statue of the bull, right? If you're sure. You've not studied it. Okay, well, don't come back here ever again until you own an interlinear Textus Receptus. Look, I'll show you. I'm not going to get all the scriptures. Don't come back here until you own this scripture right here. You see this text right here? You see this text? See this exact text. It doesn't have to have this blue cover because there's one that actually has the Alice symbol on the front of it. Remember? Or no, the Omega. Psych. It has every word in the inside is the same. So until you own this book and you've studied out of this book, you're not welcome back here. I will never answer you, okay? I'm saying I will never answer you because you don't even study out of the right text. There's thousands of translations. This is the only one that you're allowed to speak in here. Okay. So this is why you're not allowed to speak in here, because you don't own this book. And until you actually own this physical scripture right here, there's just a 4-volume set, 53 books. Remember, in the Old Testament, 13 in the New, 22 are rejected. You're a reject. That's where you get reject out of here. Okay, because you speak like a dragon. Okay. If you haven't studied that yet, very confusing for you, genius. What is this person talking about? Okay, so watch, brother, sister. We're going to try to talk about my level of IQ. Remember this? Heaven, my heaven, my heaven. Remember, heaven is right here. You know, they don't, you know, never studied this. That's why he speaks like a dragon. But doesn't want to take any kind of, this is what an ass is, brothers, sisters. Giving you the 100% definition of an ass, because that's somebody who can't be moved like the earth, is not below your feet. This person doesn't want to listen. I'm telling you how you're going to operate in here, or you're not going to ever come back here again and produce anything. You'll get 2 times and you'll always, I've got your name now imprinted in my brain. It'll never leave. Not like I'll ever think about you whenever the stream comes off. I'll never, ever think about you ever again. I'll never, but the minute you pop up in here, I will remember you. You can ask people in here. I don't forget people who come in here. Not on the outside. I never have thought about anybody, even for a half a split second. I've thought about some of these people with the wrenches, but now that I have you in my head, okay, you're not going to come in here. I'm not going to say anything until you own this. Okay, so watch. You're just showing to prove an ass. So if you would, like I said, if you would purchase this scripture, either this and you got to get the lexicon, right, to find all words that are in this book, and then use your eSword app and get your concordance, I'll have a conversation with you. But if not, you're just a child. You can't even follow simple instructions. You're all over the place and everybody's watching you in here, but this doesn't get you anywhere with anybody in here that has the blue wrench, has that because they can have a simple conversation, which you can't. You can't just answer a simple question. You're just all over the place, genius, fool. You just, until you own this scripture, your words don't mean anything in here. Don't you see that? You're making an ass of yourself is what you're doing in front of everybody. The whole world's watching you too. Remember, Father's watching. He's inside you. So what do we, come on, big boy. What's confusing about not studied that yet? Okay, well, there you go, big boy. You're an idiot. Fool, big boy. You know what you are? You're not welcome here. Come back again when you own the scriptures, okay? I told you have to own these books. I'm normally not with physical possession. Oh, yeah, and you have to be growing your own food, or get out of here, because that's the thing, too. That's for everybody, even if they have the wrench. I'll never attempt socket, and they can get lost, okay? So watch that. So you think you're coming here, Steve? I even told my moderators are in here that they'll get kicked the hell out of here if they don't grow food. So if you're not growing any kind of food or making some kind of power because you're powerless and you're worthless and you're a weak man because you live in easy times, you don't even make anything hard on yourself. No, you don't study. You won't even talk to me. You just want to have it all your way like life's Burger King. You just won't shut up, okay? You got diarrhea of the mouth. Okay, you remind my dad said that to me. It's like diarrhea, it runs in the genes. He'll just keep typing away. You know what I'm saying? So come back when you grow up, okay? So you think you're getting somewhere, but everybody in here is laughing at you because these people like you come in here and they didn't get the wrench by acting like you, okay? They didn't get the wrench by acting like you, okay? So thanks for your time, and we're making an exception for you, Steve. We really are, because normally people only get 2 times. We throw 98% of the people out of here after 2 times. 2 comments, that's all they get in here. So do you feel special now? Like special ed, short bus special? You need a padded helmet, you go bouncing off the hallways or something. So move along, child, okay? You're not like I said, you're not producing any fruit in here. So, okay, now watch. Produce fruit. Watch. We'll see if they can actually produce fruit. Produce something in here. Put some fruit in this ministry. Put some fruit in here. I'll moderate you myself. I won't give you a second chance now because you already had a whole bunch. There ain't no chance. There ain't no free will, no luck. Produce some fruit in here. Give me gospel right now. Share gospel with this ministry or kick rocks. And don't come back next time until you're growing some food and you have the interlinear text receptus, the concordance, and the lexicon, and you're using the eSword app. So share some gospel. Everybody's watching, you know, on the spot, baby. Share some of the gospel that's shared in here. Own it. Jesus teaching, not here for healthy fruit. What in the hell is Jesus? See, brothers, sisters, is this gospel? Is this gospel? There's my two witnesses. Don't ever come back here, Steve. I don't want you back here. I'll make sure every time. So, goodbye, child. So, all right, brothers, sisters, I love it. Thank you so much, brothers, sisters, for being a witness to show that people. Look, I want to give you this gem before I go. This is what you call earth. Okay, this is the earth. This is the earth. It says the earth cannot be moved from its foundation. That's not under your feet, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you know that earth is not under your feet. Earth is not under your feet. The earth cannot be moved from its foundation. That's the same thing as an ass. Remember? Or brutish, he said. An unwillingness to learn. Cannot be corrected. Does not want to take correction. Does not want to take instruction. Brutish. Like a bull, right? Can you push a bull? Like bullish, right? Stubborn. So that is exactly what the scripture is telling you. People refer to, oh, the world is not spinning and it's flat and we live on a flat earth because it says the earth cannot be moved from its foundation. You are a blasphemous, heathenous swine. That's not what the earth is. That is the earth. People that are ruled by their flesh. Does anybody have any questions about what I just gave you? You've never read the scripture that way. You didn't know that's what it meant, but that's okay. That's what we're here to learn together. Heavens are the ruling class and the earth is the ruled. The ruled. The earth cannot be moved from its foundation like a goat, huh? I'm the greatest of all times. MAGA, high priest of the Satan church, goat. Goats are very stubborn too, like asses, aren't they? You act like an ass. The earth cannot be moved from its foundation. Stubborn like a mule. Does not want to be corrected. Does not want to be mothered with Father's word. Any questions before I go? On the earth and who the earth is. I just showed you. That's why I let them stay in here, because they just will not take any instruction, any correction. That is the earth. Now you know. That's all your friends and family. Tell them that Satan is Jesus Christ. They'll freak out on you. Tell them there's two Jesus. Tell them God doesn't love everybody. Most people go to hell. Yeah, tell them all that, to give them some true gospel. Say the only way to get to the Father is through going through suffering, long suffering. No, God loves it. Tell them God doesn't love everybody. Most people go to hell. I'm going to say it again. They'll think you're crazy. So, anybody have any questions? There you go. I'll try to answer a question here. Good on what I was talking about. Have you ever read the scripture and knew that's what it meant when it says the heaven, and the earth, right? He created the heaven and the earth. The earth will not be moved from its foundation, because a lot of people want to do this flat earth, round earth conversation. I heard him use this scripture to say that. And the earth has nothing to do with what's under your feet. Just like hell, not under your feet. Planet, not under your feet. Planet means wonder. So, all right, what do they cut off my chat for? YouTube, you guys suck, YouTube. I sit there and have a conversation, and then you won't even let my freaking chat. So, all right, I guess we got no questions. YouTube doesn't want to allow my chat to go through. Okay, well, now you know what the earth is. So now you know when somebody says earth, you understand and overstand what that means. Instead of thinking that earth's below your feet, hell's below your feet, planet's below your feet. Planet, it doesn't have a shape. Planet is wander. That's what wander. It means to wander. Wander. Okay. Off the mark. Okay. That's what a planet is. Like the word sin, mark, to be marked, not sealed. Mark is the word karak, or character. To sin is to be off the mark. You're wandering. You're off the mark. You're a planet. Planet of the apes. If man evolved from apes, why are there still apes, huh? Must have been, right? Where's all the monkey fossils? So, all right. Much agape, brothers, sisters. Appreciate it. Again, you guys are worth it. Always worth staying in here for another, learning. We bounce off what's in the chat, guys. That's what works, how this ministry works. We are supposed to stay together, correct each other, but that's what we do. How's this ministry made? Well, because people come in here and we make comments off of what they say. So the earth cannot be moved from its foundation was Steve. Steve just will not listen. He won't take instruction. He's like a mule or an ass or a goat. Greatest of all times. He's got it all figured out, right? High priest of the Satan church. Mr. Crowley. So, okay. Appreciate it, guys. If you want to support the ministry, come back when you have more time. And I have this doctor's appointment tomorrow with the main surgeon here at the hospital. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know what they're going to do to me. I know I'm not having a back surgery tomorrow. So I'm not going concerned about like, oh, I'm going to go in there and they're going to do anything to me like that. So stay tuned. I overworked a little bit today, but that's all right. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to go get looked at because I already hurt myself the other day. And so I'm just trying to work through this now and see what this doctor has to say. And I don't think I'm going to end up having surgery in this country. I think I'm going to leave the country to have surgery. So I don't think I'm going to have surgery anytime soon. So I'm going to put this behind me very soon and just work through the pain and deal with it and have surgery later and finish the ministry. You know what I'm saying? But I need to see what I did something the other day. I just moved a minute ago, guys, and I heard a pop in my back and it hurt or whatever it was. It was just, my back doesn't pop like that very often. I don't get that kind of, so when something pops, it's just something, like I already told you, I think I might have ripped that disc, that last disc that she was talking about that, another country, maybe Mexico, Venezuela, El Salvador, Peru, anywhere but America. Most doctors outside America speak English. How do you know when somebody's American? They only speak one language. So, but I can get it probably done the surgery. I think it would probably cost me at least $250,000 to have. I have a lot of surgery that I need done. So I don't know if I can even have it all done at one time. So I think I have to have multiple times. I'm going to probably have to have the first time they want to do back surgery, they wanted to do 2. So I've already broken another vertebrae, and now that grenade hit me in the face messed my neck up with the injury that I've had from the past 2. I already have a neck injury that I don't talk about, but it's obvious. You can just look at my back and see that whole, whatever. My back's where it hurts because it's what's holding me up. The old four is the only thing that's keeping my back together. So anywhere outside of America, I could probably have, I think I'd have the surgery done for probably $30,000 to $50,000. I might spend $500,000. $250,000 to $500,000 in America, and I don't have it. I spend it on the ministry, so I don't have the health care to cover it. So I don't have the health care, so I have to leave the country. I'm trying to get Social Security, but to get Medicare, I think the only way they might cover this surgery is if they have to do it in some kind of emergency surgery. They might consider it that way, but I don't think so. You have to have the proper insurance to cover it. They can do it here in America. I just don't have the insurance to cover it. So I spend too much on other people. I spend too much on the ministry, and I don't take care of myself. Remember, I just spent my last retirement and took all my, I have some junk silver, but not much. That's just a little bit of, but I sold all my silver to pay off and to put in power, water, septic, and build and purchase a house and put all the permitting and all the parts to do it. It's very costly. So I had a nice chunk of silver, but I got rid of it for the ministry. So that was supposed to be my retirement again, but whatever. I don't care. I'll get a retirement later. I'll retire when I'm done working. I'm not done working. Still have a whole another ministry to build after this one. If this one doesn't get built, I'm not going to stop till I can produce food for this ministry. So it's just the thing that Father has me to do. And I don't care if I ever do it. I'm going to die trying. And I'm not going to beat myself to do it either. I'm going to do it in my speed, Father's speed. You know what I'm saying? God speed, not warp speed. Okay. Love you, brothers, sisters. Come back when you have some more time. And there's links in the description if you want to support the ministry through CashApp or PayPal. They're always there. That's done in secret. You don't have to have me tell you to do that, and you don't ever have to do it. I don't care. Nobody ever has to contribute another dime. If this ministry never brought in another dime, I will work for this ministry in the day I die. So money is not the issue here. The issue is, why are you not growing food and why are you not here? I can get you to a zero cost of living. Please remember, before I go, Father has provided 20 acres of land for you to live on. That's plenty of room for your house, your little spot to have out here, your animals, your whatever. There's no excuse. Father's provided a place. I didn't buy this property for me. I bought it to build a community, and now it's a sanctuary, and now it's the church, now it's the ministry. So come here if you want to come homestead and get all your bills behind you. Would you rather have a bunch of money or a bunch of time? I can get you your time back here. I can't guarantee you to have a bunch of money, but I can get you your time back. I know that. I know we could get you help get your bills paid off. There's jobs and other ways to do it, but time is something that's more important, if you ask me, than all the money in the world combined. I'd rather have time. So thank you for your time, because you spent it here and I ain't giving it back to you. It's mine now. Thank you. So, I'm a time robber. I just robbed another couple minutes from you, and you're not getting those back either. So careful when you spend your time here. I might get you stuck, hooked on phonics. Work for me, eh? The yods, jots, and diddles. All right. Much agape. Okay. Please support the ministry through your ties of time. Time is more important to come back. Comments are cool. Thumbs up's okay. Other people see it, but I don't care. I mean, we're supposed to share. So I recently just changed that. Like, I don't care who sees it. Father says it here. I'd rather 22,000 of you unsubscribe from the channel. I don't want you here anyway. So let's come back on a regular basis and share food here. Well, meat, spiritual meat. Then why you even subscribe to the channel to begin with? So it's not a channel. It's a ministry. It's a body. It's a little teeny tiny family. So it's not what you think. You came into the wrong, thinking you came in some YouTube channel or something. This is a ministry. It's a family affair. Okay. Once again, it's the mother of all YouTube channels, because we kick 98% of the people who come here out of here. That's just what we do. That's what we do, brothers, sisters. We have to. He said, don't sup with vipers. Not most people go to hell. So we're doing exactly what Father. We only help people who want to help themselves. So you can help yourself by putting fruit in here, and you'll be hanging around others that are in the narrow way. So Hodos, remember, Stenos, that's to be narrowed. Hodos is in the way, right? To be in the same narrow way. Be in the same narrow way as Father. So yeah, all the brothers, sisters, I'm just one, okay? I want you to know that I'm just one of that maybe 500 or 600 of us that come back through this last couple years and spend a lot of time in here. That is who the people, that's my family, man. That's my love. That's what I'm doing this for us. So it's not me. This ain't a me ministry. I just bring the platform up so we can share. Obviously, I'm not a man of short words. I don't normally fight it, but I'm not above anybody in here. Absolutely not. I am not in any ways. I'm always in a study mode, and you can always correct me. As a matter of fact, you're supposed to correct me if I make a mistake. I can make mistakes. I'm not some freaking robot that's been programmed to be near perfect, right? So only Father's perfect, and that's Ghost. So I got a ghost to get out of here. Okay. Love you, brothers, sisters. Pastor Revelation. Revelation is to reveal, to lift off the cover, to remove, to reveal. Apocalypse, same word. It is to lift off the veil, the scales, by revealing the reality of the truth, pulling off the deception. Okay. That's what I'm helping you do here. We're helping each other. We're supposed to all help each other doing that. Don't tell you that I am a living apocalypse without doing this every day. I do this even when I'm not here. I do it in the streets. I do it everywhere I go. I can't help it, brothers and sisters. I love these truths so much. I want everybody to hear them. I don't care how much it pisses off the world. I piss people off all the time. I've been pissing people off since I was born, if you ask me. So this isn't nothing new to me. I've been doing it for more than half a decade. So I don't think I am going to stop doing it for the last my year. So if you're going to have me around a lot longer, I'm sure I'm going to get more salty as I go. More refined. Okay. Love you. Pastor Apocalypse. Whoa.